What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy, Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grades. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, everyone? Thank you for showing up again today on a Friday night. Got my homie here, James. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I am good. I am good. It is another beautiful Friday. I'm actually I'm here this time. Uh,
Okay, yeah.
so yeah, it's nice. Can't complain.
Now, if I remember, you were out last week because, oh, yeah, you had your class, huh?
Yeah, so I wasn't like out. I was only out for a little bit of time. I just
Yeah.
joined late. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yes, last week was telescope viewing, but none of that stuff this week.
Awesome. Well, we gotta
Priorities.
wait three more weeks for that.
Yeah, true, true.
Cool, man. How was your week so far, dude?
I would say chill. We got that Pineapple Express storm rolling through, hitting us pretty hard here in California.
Yeah.
We lost power one of the days for like 2 hours, which, to be quite honest, I couldn't even tell you the last time I ever lost power. So,
Wow.
um,
Was that
it's
scary
been
for you?
years. No, we were kind of prepared for it. I was home.
Mm.
I was told that had I been at work, I would have got sent home after like half hour. They were like, "Fuck it, just go. Everybody just go home." So, um, but yeah. So other than that, feeling a little under the weather. What,
Oh
Tuesday,
no.
Wednesday, Thursday? I kind of missed some school this week, but feeling better today. And
Oh, what were your symptoms, dude?
yeah, a
Diarrhea?
cough, but I have my normal cough, right? But this was an elevated cough, and
Mm.
mucus, little headache, little
When you say
sore throat.
elevated, don't you mean like mutated?
Yeah, yeah, mucus mutated. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So yeah, but feeling a little better now, so we're good. Yeah, that was really it. How was your week?
Pretty good, man. Had Monday off, so that was tight.
All
It was like a 4-day weekend. Work's been pretty, normal for the most part, so happy about that. You know, I went dollar comic shopping the other day.
right, shit.
Yeah, man, had some fun there. What else? Yeah, just normal shit. Everything's all the kids are like healthy again. No more coughing or sneezing or nothing
Mine
like
or yours?
that. Mine.
That's good. That's good. I was gonna say, yeah, mine still have a little bit of a cough. They're probably gonna interrupt our show here at some point today. They are leaving at my wife and the kids and her best friend and her kids. They're all driving down to San Diego in the middle of the night. So
Oh,
they're
nice.
gonna try and get some sleep
They're
here.
gonna swoop by over you. Why don't you go?
I have work, so I was like, "Now you go," and we
We
couldn't
could have hung
afford.
out again, dude.
Huh?
We could have hung out.
Yeah, but see, I need to go to WonderCon, and financially, we just weren't going to be able to do a San Diego thing, and then also all go to WonderCon. So it was like, you know what? You do this, and I'll go do WonderCon. That's kind of where we settled.
We could have got a premium soft drink.
uh, so yeah, soon. I'll be out there soon.
I mean, it is San Diego though, so it's not like
Never been.
the real Southern California. You know what I mean?
That is
Uh,
like one of the most southern.
well, I mean, it is a southern part, but like not like when you're driving past LA, you don't want like you want to stop. You don't want to keep going because you know where you'll end up.
Okay, okay.
All right. Uh, okay.
I just told her to watch out for the cartel out there, and
All let's see what's in the chat real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
We are live on Instagram as well. So if you catch us on Instagram, check out our show on YouTube, man. It's better quality, I'd say.
And we see your comments.
What?
I said, and we see your comments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. First of all, we got Lady Fantastic in the house. What is up? Ground control to Major Rob.
What is up, Caroline?
Good to see you. We got Phil's Treehouse. What's up, Phil? Commencing countdown. Start the throb. Wow, you guys are word playing like
Bro, they're
fucking
spitting bars
crazy
here.
right now. Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Low grades. How do I ban people permanently?
Oh, so that was because let me see real quick. That was because this right here, this crazy comment. Well, first she
Ooh.
said, "Should we blame James for this?" Meaning
Yeah.
us late. I was actually here first, for the record. And then he said this, and then he followed it up with this, and
Yeah.
Caroline knew.
To be fair, I will give credit where credit's due. James was here first.
Yeah.
But the reason why we didn't start the show on time is because he kept yapping. So, maybe we should have started like a half an hour early just to get everything out and then start the show. But yeah, that's why, guys. I just want to be transparent. Anyways, we got Comics by the Bay in the house. Hot dog, hot diddy dog. Let's go low grades. Hell yeah, dude. I like that energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's some good energy right there. Alamo City Avenger. Forgot about this show. What?
We forgot about you.
Yeah.
Next.
Dude. You come into our show like that? Come on, man. We got SD Key Collector in the house, who lives in San Diego. So yeah, dude.
It's true.
Speaking of San Diego.
Hold on. You missed this real quick.
Oh.
Whoa. Silence cell phones, people.
Yo, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back.
Oh, what? And then he just dips. James was spying on Mariska Hargitay with the university's. I wish. I would. And I wish. SD, can you do me a favor and take note? We need to discuss that thing that we mentioned about the club later on today. So just remind me at some point of this show, but not right now. Chris, what is going on, my man? SD then asked Rob if he got those gator boots. Well, seeing as how Rob has stepped away on a phone call, I'm going to assume that no, he didn't. He ain't like that. He shares that stuff, but he ain't really about that Croc life, Croc gang.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
Now back.
It was my mom, dude. When she calls, I drop everything I fucking do. So, recognize. Hey, did you know? Did you know what he's talking about those gator boots?
Yeah, I watched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, thanks for the follow, bro.
Say you didn't get them though.
Nah.
What's going on, Eddie?
What's up, Eddie?
Retro and Nerdy in the house. What is up?
What's up, Retro and Nerdy? Good to see you guys. Oh yeah.
Well, are you guys on time or am I late or are we all late? All late.
That's crazy. That's always a topic on our show, huh?
I will gladly be your PR guy, Phil. Absolutely, any day.
Yo, SD, give me those fucking Crocs, bro.
What is going on, connoisseurs? Rob is a good son.
Hell yeah, I am, dude. I mean, you got to cherish the time you have with your family or your parents, right? I guess both. I don't want to take family back,
Yeah, it's all about family. What is going on, Marcus? Circumstances in the house. What up?
What's up? All right.
You
got caught up?
Man, damn. Hell yeah.
Right. Go ahead and crack one of these open.
Oh shit! Cheers.
ASMR.
You gotta drink it. You did not just crack it open and then put it off to the side. Who does that?
I want the fizz to kind of calm down because it's pretty aggressive right now.
Oh my god. What is happening?
So we got Liquid Death Convicted Melon. Pretty good. I wish it was cold.
That's nasty. Still have yet to try one of those, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, for now I'll have my I have like 2 sips left of my 7 Up, and then I
Nice.
have some water here after.
Oh, no beer, huh? It's weird.
No, I did have beer last time, but no, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
It
do
was
chill
one. It
this
was
time.
one beer. Relax.
Yeah, I had one. Yes.
We got Hetty
What
Comics
up,
in the
bro?
house with 3 cheers for the low grades. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Hip hip hooray!
I might be seeing him on Sunday. What do you think about that? Are you jealous?
You're gonna see Hetty on Sunday?
Yeah.
When?
Get some mad Hetty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just assumed he's like such a big 49er fan that he was going to the Super Bowl, but I guess not.
Oh, maybe he's not that big of a fan.
Are you guys watching the Super Bowl together? Is that why? Or
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that too.
I'm just curious, like how you gonna see him if it's Super Bowl unless you guys are doing? Is he going somewhere before Super Bowl? Because that's wild. My team's
What? No, I'm going to his place.
to watch Super Bowl. Okay, I got
We could do that too. I'm down.
you. I'm like, dude, if my team's in the Super Bowl, I don't want nobody. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm locked in as if I was playing. I am locked in.
Oh, look at that. Shout out to the flavored seltzer, which has helped me lose weight.
Okay, congrats.
Nice, dude. Hey, 0 calories,
Yes, I mean one day I'll try it.
20
Next time I
calories.
hang out with Rob, probably I'll try it. But
I'm going to start drinking this like crazy, thinking it's going to make me lose weight.
there you go. You just have to imagine it's flavored soda, bad for you, but instead it's good for you.
I like the lemon lime one. That shit's good.
I guess.
Reminds me of what you're drinking right there.
Well, yeah. See now I'm
A
all
Dr. Pepper or 7 Up. Let's see. We got the connoisseurs in the house. What is up? Will, good to see you, man. K-pop decided to join us. What's up, turds?
Oh, hi.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you. Way to be late.
Gotta find the right ones because some taste like trash. Yes,
So,
I agree, man. Anyway, so I don't know, man. What do you want to get into, dude? You want to talk about what team you're rooting for on Sunday?
I guess. I mean, Super Bowl. This is like the worst for me. As a Raider fan, this is just a horrible situation to be in. The teams, the fact that they're in our city, they're in our stadium. It just all of it is awful. But with that said, I'm gonna have to go for the 49ers because if I have
Yeah,
to pick one, then I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I think I don't know if I talked about this last week or not, but my family's 49er fans. My mom, all of my mom's side of the family, they're all 49er fans. I got some coworkers.
before you go on, I just want to point this out. Lady Fantastic apparently has a yeast infection. So, yeah, thanks for sharing that. I just remembered it right now. So, I hope that things clear up.
Brock
Hopefully,
Purdy, Lady Fantastic, Brock Purdy.
who's the quarterback for
She like
49ers?
trying to
She's trying to change the subject right now.
testing. Is she testing me? um, um, see, and then Katie's over here throwing shots about how we almost made it. It's the
Yeah,
worst. I mean, it's the worst because these are the two teams that I would not want to be in. That's why it's
yeah,
the worst.
yeah,
But thank you for reminding me that we didn't make it. Although, some would say it's more painful to get that far and then not make it.
yeah.
Not to mention that the Lions have never experienced a Super Bowl, so there is that too. So, but
Not
anyway,
even with Barry Sanders, you know?
anyways, moving on.
Do you feel like you
So
have to cheer for the 49ers by default?
yes, yeah. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's my mom's team, and so I'll root for them. Plus, if I take the teams out of the situation, and I just go off of like the fans that I know
yeah,
personally, or even through Instagram, the Niner fans, although they do talk smack, are just so much better than the Chiefs fans.
I've
Uh,
seen
with
TikToks of that.
a few
How they're
exceptions.
yeah,
Uh,
how they're better like fans. in a way.
Well, I don't mean like from
They're
a.
not too aggressive.
I just mean people. Like people, like for example, Marcus. Me and Marcus just we can't talk much during this time of the year. But like after the season, especially if they lose, like maybe he and I can talk a little more because they're just awful. They're awful, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So definitely gonna go for the Niners. Although even then, it's like literally picking the lesser of two evils. But yeah.
Also, for Caroline, I did a quick Google search. So apparently, they recommend that after you use them, you clean your dildos, and that will most likely prevent yeast infections. So just I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but just to give you a little bit of advice. So don't talk about my Raiders like that. Yeah, just going James Dime. Yeah, I've always been a 85 Bears. Nice.
He's because he's from Chicago, so he's saying like they'll always have the Bears, no matter how bad
Oh yeah,
things may be for the Bears right now. They'll have the 85 Bears.
yeah. Oh, I got Steve in the house. What's up, dude? Speaking of yeast infections, no, I'm just kidding. Thanks for looking out for me. Yeah, we got you. We got you, Caroline. Oh yeah,
But yeah,
cream.
so what's your Super Bowl situation? I mean, obviously you're gonna go hang out with Hetty. So are you gonna go for the Niners?
Well,
Or
it's not confirmed. I can't. My wife is. You know, she took my son to water polo, so I gotta see if she has anything planned. But if not, definitely for sure.
Who are you rooting for though?
49ers. Yeah, West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Is that your reason why?
I mean, yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
it's it's a valid reason, dude.
No, I know for sure. Yeah, it's always interesting. People say like, so once your team's out, then you're supposed to like root for, your conference. So if you're a Raiders fan, then you're supposed to go for the Chiefs because they're in the AFC and you just want the AFC to win and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, nah. For me, it comes
Yeah.
like it either comes down to first of all, for me, it's players. Like I go by what players do I want from another team do I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if I'm not, I don't really care necessarily about the players. Then it's like the other factors. Okay, well, who do I know that are fans? Are they nice to me? are,
Yeah.
are they terrible people? And then kind of, go from there. But yeah, like when it comes to this game, Chiefs have already won. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to see them win another one.
Again,
On the
yeah.
Niners, I'm like, I like I like a lot of their players, but none that are. I mean, I guess Christian McCaffrey, I would like for him to win a Super Bowl. I think I take that back. I also Brock Purdy because of all the shit he's been getting recently. I think that would be cool for him. So yeah, it comes down to stuff like that for me. So yeah, we'll go for Niners.
Hey, dude, we got another football opinion here. What's up, Bubs?
What's going
Dude,
on,
hey, I like
y'all?
that. I like that shirt, dude. I actually got the program from that. That's cool. So, James, if you didn't know, that girl in the middle in the yellow, that's Adam Hughes drawing right there.
Oh, okay,
Oh
I get
yeah,
it now.
dude.
I get it now. Oh,
Where did you get that, dude?
bro? Normally we got to pay for that content. Damn.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Did you get that online?
I was there, man. I was there. I was VIP in it.
Why didn't you buy two then? What the hell, man?
I didn't know they'd have your size. I saw him backstage stitching two bed sheets together, but I didn't know if they get the iron on just right. So
I thought he was gonna say like he did to you what he did to me with that NASCAR shirt, and he swooped the last one. And
Oh shit, sniper.
you heard about that, did you, Rob?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I had your back because I've seen James do that to a couple other people, and payback's a bitch, dude.
Fair.
That's how we got to roll.
Let's go back to the chat.
Thanks for not doing another show on a Friday and like joining us.
Well, he only did it because he couldn't get on this one, right, Bubs?
Yeah, JD was on. You guys weren't dropping the link. I'm like, so I guess it was a private invite.
We were.
Oh, see, this is Robert's fault.
Yeah, so it was private because I was on the show by myself.
Wow.
So I already normally I don't mind dropping the link if James is here because he can help. But if it's me by myself, I mean, you know how it is, dude.
Yeah, I
Like,
know it's a lot.
yeah. So I mean, I love having other guests on the show, unlike James.
Mhm.
No, just kidding. But I but sometimes you just can't because it's so much more work. So
Yeah, I
um,
understand. That's
yeah.
why JD was on. Oh wait. It's all good. It's all good.
Now JD is actually the first one to step up, so thank God for that.
How it goes.
We're gonna oh, so back to the chat. People are really concerned about Caroline.
Well, you do that. I was
Hey,
gonna say, Bub, give us
Caroline.
your. I know you're jumping in late here, so we were basically just giving our quick little takes on Super Bowl.
Phil is going to disposable wipes now. That's
We're
cool.
rooting
I mean,
for and why.
it's a little bit too late. That used to be rising.
I think we're over the East thing.
Hold on. What's this? My books are for the hunt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he's gonna be on the hunt.
Yeah. Some other
Yeah, dude. All right, we're caught up.
Thanks. And then
It took 2 years for James to let us on.
I mean, it wasn't that long. Come on, like a year and a half, a solid year and a half.
I kind of knew. I can't remember that.
I got a couple yeast loads in there right now. Dude, she's getting pretty graphic, man. Because
I got stuff for that.
Yeah.
What's going on, Rob's Fat Stacks?
What's up? Good evening.
What's going on, Rob?
Oh, he doesn't like you, dude.
Rob loves me.
Taking our viewers, man.
Rob thinks Rob doesn't understand why I'm not like his favorite grandson.
Anyways, go ahead and
for the Super Bowl, Bubs, and why?
I had Patrick Mahomes on one of my fantasy teams, but it was the one I finished 7th in. So,
okay,
it's Niners. It's Niners on this one.
Oh, I like that reason. That's good. Okay.
A little bit of saltiness.
I feel it. But I was gonna say, speaking of Sundays, we got Bubs here. Mm-hmm. So Sundays are now about to take over with NASCAR.
Yes, it is.
Our Chronicles of Reddick is going to get going. So, a couple things. Number one, last week was the what do they call it? The Clash. The Clash, which takes place.
Clap. I think it was the clap.
The Los Angeles Coliseum, and I ended up missing it because of the weather. So they moved it from Sunday to Saturday night last minute, and they raced it on Saturday night. Our boy apparently did not do too great, so it is what.
No, but our owner did good.
But the owner did good. And now, which brings me to my other point. Did you watch the Netflix documentary yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just keep watching your comments on it. Dude, I haven't.
It's so good. It is so good.
I don't know how good it needs to be. How long is it? I heard it was like in seasons, like freaking episodes.
Well, yeah, it's 5 episodes. They're like 40 minutes long. All it covers.
That's like a mini series, man. Then I'll just wait for the review. Can you not do a review on your channel?
I'll just tell you. All it does is they just covered like the playoffs of last year. So it just went over all the drivers that were in the playoffs. You did get a lot of information about Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick and their team and everything. I thought it was cool because that's like our guy. So he was they were a focal point of it. I saw a lot more Michael Jordan than I thought we were going to see in it. His interaction with them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. And then it leads into,
but it's not all about him, right? It's not all about
No, it's all of them. It covers all the drivers that were in the playoffs.
All right. So which episode covers our team?
As the first 4, because they were in it all the way up until the last week, right? Because Reddick made it all the way until the final 4. He didn't make the final 4, but he made the final 8. But no, I mean, it was good. It was interesting to learn about the different drivers and all that kind of stuff, and them building this 23-11 team and all that. So we got not this weekend, so we got one more weekend for NASCAR's Super Bowl. They go backwards. Their Super Bowl is the first week, so it'll be Daytona 500, and we'll kick off the NASCAR season, and hopefully our boy can get a win there.
It's always the week after Super Bowl, the weekend after Super Bowl, which I find funny because a couple of years back when the NFL extended their season by 2 weeks and NASCAR was like, well, what are we going to do? And they were like, well, you should just bump your whole fucking season. Your entire sport should be moved up 2 weeks. Just push it back 2 weeks because football guys, you don't want to compete with football. They're like, yeah, you're right about that. And the whole fucking league moves 2 weeks. I mean, that's pretty crazy, I think.
No, it is. Yeah. For a league to just remove another league that is just a totally different sport. But I mean,
and we're not consulted. It's not like the NFL was like, all right, look, NASCAR, we know we got a good thing going on. We're leading you into Daytona. But listen, we really need a couple more weeks in the season. Can you? I guess we'll move.
They were like, "You don't want to compete with us. You don't." Want so,
we got CJ in the house. What's up, Comic Journey? Good to see you, man.
What's up, CJ?
You got
Rob's putting in the good work here. He's reading the chat because he doesn't want to hear any more about NASCAR.
I'm just rooting for him because Riddick is basically Riddick.
Our chat that
we have
the
Chronicles of Riddick.
Hashtag trademarked.
Yes. It's in the works. It's patent pending.
Oh man. Hey, we got someone waiting for you backstage. I know you're like looking
for me.
Stuff, but damn. All right. So
wait, was he just talking shit about me on another channel?
I always come here to talk shit about you, Bubs.
Go ahead and throw in the other.
No, what's up, Rob?
Everybody's talking shit on Bubs these days. Look, I don't know what I've done to offend these people, but I hope I continue to do it.
It's not that you offend them. It's that you just make them jealous, Bubs.
That's what I think. I rub people the wrong way, but I don't intend to rub that many people at once.
Use a little lube at once. Maybe
well,
it'll be okay.
You also do rub people the right way too. Sometimes
I try. I'm not the one handing out yeast loaves. I'm doing my best out here.
Yeah. Hey, I just thought about that. Caroline's not going to get any action for at least 3 weeks now because she's been so public about her yeast infection.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, you think people are still down?
To ride that? Absolutely. We got bakers all over this county. You kidding me? He's in Tennessee.
Exactly.
He's in Tennessee. I've seen guys go to whorehouses with weed whackers. They don't care.
They walk around with their Red Wings and everything,
Absolutely. A little bit of mean green. Shoot that right out, man. Ain't nobody worried about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Want some sourdough?
Oh man, you guys good with NASCAR now, or?
Yeah, that was all for now.
Rob, you watch NASCAR?
I haven't watched NASCAR since my driver retired.
Well, who was that?
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh,
he died, didn't he?
No.
Yeah, he fell under a weight of 15 trophies.
Yeah. Now
he got tired of winning all the time, so he decided to go try something in IndyCar, and didn't do too hot.
Now in a Hall of Fame driver.
Isn't he back doing part-time driving now or something?
I thought he was commentating now.
I think I have seen him jump in a race, but yeah, he's now he's Hall of Fame. Him and his crew chief.
Yeah.
They got in the Hall of Fame a few weeks ago. Oh hell yeah.
They deserve it. They dominated the sport so hard it made it boring for 5 years.
Yeah. That was insane dynasty little run there. But yeah, no. So yes, Rob, we are good at least for now. We got 2 weeks, and then we're definitely going to be heavy on the NASCAR updates. And then we're also going to, hopefully one day I can come on here and we'll do pickups of the week, and I can show you my diecast car that I bought that eventually we'll get, right?
Where is it?
You remember that? You remember that we bought one of those?
I forgot about that.
I don't remember that.
Wasn't that supposed to ship in September?
What was it, custom or something?
It was beginning of the year, probably because they're waiting for new season or something.
It was February. Dude, it's supposed to ship in 3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what I'm down for is when the new NASCAR game comes out, we all buy it and we just fucking have at it with each other. I'm really pissed
that when they didn't update last year's NASCAR to include X23. So, we don't have Tyler Reddick. We still have Bubba Wallace, and that's it. Nobody wants to play as him. So he doesn't even want to play as himself.
Laura Kinney's now in NASCAR?
Yeah, Laura Kinney's in NASCAR. She's got 2 claws in the front, 1 underneath. Be careful of the one
Nice.
underneath. You don't know it's there. Just kind of reach around, then gets stuck right in the palm.
She does the Fred Flintstone, puts the feet down, digs in.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she does. Yeah, you got it.
Yo,
You must have
CJ has
seen
a good point. If the machines are doing the work, how is it a sport?
machines.
Someone has to control it, and there's a lot of thought that goes into when you do certain things, when you pit. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. When
You should watch the NASCAR documentary.
Like don't turn right. That's a good one, right?
No, we were actually talking about this funny enough this morning, and we were talking about we totally get that on the surface to somebody who's doesn't watch sport, you go, what is this? I mean, but if you take a little bit of time and start to watch a couple and just kind of actually pay attention to what's going on and learn, there's a lot of actual strategy and other stuff that goes into it, and there's a whole factor of endurance that you get in a car. Inside those cars are 140 degrees or more, going around in circles with.
That's if they're not on fire, right?
Yeah, don't pee, don't do this, or go ahead and pee yourself, whatever.
Yeah,
but there's certain things go to it.
It's also one of those sports where, no matter how you may feel about it when it actually happens, the specter of calamity is ever present, and at any moment, the shit really hits the fan and a car flips 14 times. And although we're not rooting for that, we're all glued to it when it happens. And we're like, oh my gosh, you just see that. I mean, there have been some spectacular wrecks towards the end of last season, and the wrecks have improved. They have increased in frequency this past year as they've been retooling the cars. They had them kind of restricted there for a while. I call it the Earnhardt effect. So after Earnhardt passed away, there was a solid 10 years there where they were just ratcheting down the car's speed and maneuverability and everything. And it was all about safety. And now it's about speed and driving again. So it's an exciting time to get into NASCAR. If you've never been, I highly recommend watching the documentary on Netflix. Put My Pedal in Your Mouth. What's it called?
I think it's like NASCAR Tops.
I think that was on YouPorn or something.
I haven't seen it yet, but I hear it's great. James is going to host a watch party for us here soon.
So if, I believe Earnhardt died of smoke inhalation, right?
No, he broke his neck.
He hit the wall.
Oh,
the impact was such that this was before the Hans device. The Hans device was created strictly out of this. And
after, right?
So the whiplash from the impact into the wall is what killed him.
Damn.
CJ's right though. If I've tuned into ESPN back in the day and literally seen Magic the Gathering tournaments on freaking ESPN. So if that's sports, then come on.
Well, it's good to see that CG's on your guys' side then.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, he comes up with a really, really good, well thought out premise. Huh?
Yeah.
It happens. Blind squirrel also finds a nut every once in a while.
I'll say, what makes a sport, what makes a competitive sport, to me, like one of the best sports that I enjoy playing but can't watch is like golf. Like I cannot watch golf. I love playing it. I like to have it like on the background because it looks pretty, like on the screen or something, but that's about it. Yeah, and I just can't watch it. It's so boring. And I don't get I'm not rooting for any of them. I'm watching to see if I can pick up a tip or something, but I'm not rooting for them,
Your problem is, Bubs, you're not over 65.
Yeah, I'm working my way there. Don't gloat about your age, Rob. That's not fair.
I'm just saying this. My dad never watched it. Couldn't stand golf. No, he hit 65. All of a sudden, that man golfs 4 days a week. He's every time you turn around, it's on TV, and he is trading in his guns to get custom golf clubs and.
Trading your guns for golf clubs, crazy.
I haven't gone that far.
I'm not gonna say all of them, but
I got 2 new clubs last year.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for this year. My wife got a brand new set for Christmas. My dad got a brand new set at the end of last season. So we're ready. We're gonna paint the town red or green or white or whatever the balls. So we're gonna color the town with our balls. It's gonna be great. We're excited, but I still can't watch it.
That is weird that they so many things are considered a sport now. Like we have esports now.
Yeah, esports.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Like I'm waiting for like extreme edging to come in because I think I'd be pretty fucking good at that.
How
I'd be like
extreme
top 7, possibly.
are you? Do you really want to meet the other 6?
I,
are above
you know,
you?
it might be an advantage. It might not. I don't know, dude. Like we're talking like into the future at this point. You know, it's just an idea at this point. So
My problem is I feel like every good sport, I should say, lots of things can tick a box to be a sport, but to tick all the boxes, I think part of the things you have to have are an offense and a defense. There has to be an active offense and a defense.
I'm just trying to think of how that plays in the edging.
That's
An
what I'm
offense
saying.
and the defense.
Has been so you need to be able to block somebody or like tickle
Fuck,
them to bring them back off the edge, right?
Maybe that's not my sport. Now that I think about it,
Just saying.
it requires more participation than what I want.
That's the problem. Sometimes that's the problem with team sports.
Yeah, yeah. Team edging, team competitive, extreme edging, dude. Nobody will ever get a nod off. Anyways, inner redneck out and taking out the other cars was amazing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
Is disc golf more of a sport than edging? Yeah, for sure. I actually had a friend get injured and he injured himself playing disc golf. So
Oh my
if you can
gosh.
injure yourself while doing it,
But was
it's
it 'cause he
also a
was
sport.
walking down a hill and stepped on a rock and twisted his ankle?
Slipped and fell.
or he reached in to grab the disc from the chains and he got his jewelry caught in it. And
No,
His jewelry.
he actually reached over without bending his knees to pick up his disc, and his leg came out of joint.
oh, okay.
He literally had to lay there until somebody hopped him up.
I thought you
So-
were about to tell me that he
That's terrible.
he strained his back bending over to pick up the 3-ounce disc.
It's terrible. Hey, look, I'm just saying, offense, like to me, golf is a game. It's a game
Yeah.
because no matter what the other person does, it does not change. It can change your mentality, but it doesn't directly affect what you do or what you have to do. There's no true defense involved
Yeah.
in golf.
Yeah.
Now you could say, "Oh well, I hit a better shot than him, my score versus his score," but realistically, there's nothing he can do to change the course or to change your ability or to block your play in any way whatsoever. So to me, it's a game, not a sport.
Yeah.
I think
So-
chess is more of a sport than golf.
That's
Yeah.
why you got to play croquet golf.
Cricket golf? I'm not playing crickets.
No, croquet golf.
Rickets? Do you have rickets?
Croquet.
Croquet.
I didn't think you could get rickets at only 65.
Comic
So-
Journey says dodgeball should be a bigger sport than what it is. You know, I think the problem is that sport gets represented by a bunch of nerds, and that doesn't help, dude. Like you need like athletic big dudes playing that shit. You know?
It's also thought of as like a kid's game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
play it
think
at the Pro
I think
Bowl
Rob's
now
right.
for football. The football players play it at the Pro Bowl.
Oh,
It's one of their
the
little
flag football.
things. Well, that too.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl.
But so one of the classes I'm taking right now is a sports class, and
So Perry.
the definition as the professor describes it to us, well, his interpretation of what a sport is number 1, competitive, number 2, organized, and number 3, physical activity.
Okay, so what does that
A
how does
sport
that
play.
translate
Still
in
gotta
the
have an
edging?
offense defense.
Well,
It's a physical
offense
activity for
defense,
sure.
But competition
It's not
in and of
organized.
itself would
It
cover,
could be organized.
would cover that.
I believe you
There's
could very easily organize a group of edgers.
How would you organize offense and defense, Bubs? Like, what ideas do you have for that?
I don't know, maybe like a red light, green light type of situation where like someone's about to edge and you're like, green light, and they're like, whoa,
Yeah.
you know, scared. And red light, they have to stop. You know, green light, they got to go. You know, I think that'd be all right.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe
Simon
that's
says, "Go ahead."
Yeah, exactly. Simon says, now, stop. Oh, I didn't say stop.
how about like you're not able to communicate to them until like maybe like 20 seconds into it, and then
each other?
Yeah, then they open up the speakers and they can actually talk to each other, and then try to
Or-
throw them off by saying like, "Hey, Daddy, come for me" or something like that.
How about this? How about I got your cell phone, and at any time after the first 5 minutes, I get to call someone in your contacts and make you have a conversation with them while you're edging.
FaceTime.
Oh,
I think we're getting somewhere, dude.
that's $1 million just floated by our heads. We
I
need to try
know.
and catch it.
Somebody's gonna steal our idea. Bocce ball.
Bocce ball. That's a
Bocce
little
balls.
Yeah.
bocce balls.
I don't know. I like horseshoes, man.
Yeah, that's
Horseshoes
How
is
about the
fun.
sport?
as I grew up on horseshoes as a kid.
Got a horseshoe hanging up
Or-
over the door where it belongs. A good Kentucky home has a horseshoe over a doorway somewhere.
Not call, video call. Make it weird. Yeah, that's what I just said. Come
Absolutely.
on.
Super weird.
How far are you back,
Right.
Katie,
He's on
man?
the right.
There's like
The
a
problem-
45 second
the problem
delay.
is you
Detroit
use
connection,
Apple
man.
Speak, and not everybody uses Apple.
Oh yeah.
It takes a while.
Chill
You have to
out.
translate it from Apple
Oh.
to
It's like
standard.
edging. Takes a little while longer. All about the delay.
You guys want to get into pickups? You guys got anything?
Let's go for it.
But I know you have shit, Bubs. You always have stuff, dude.
I don't usually have stuff. I do have stuff though.
Oh, nice.
But I did a video today, but you guys probably successfully avoided it for the 32nd week in a row.
I mean,
So,
we have lives. We work. There's a lot of times where I don't get on Instagram until like 11 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
when you say
so-
lives, you mean live streams, right? Like you do lives. You work on your lives. Yeah. Okay.
She went to go make a latte. Bocce is
yeah.
awesome. The old
Bocce
Italians here will kick each other's ass over it. Nice.
Oh yeah. And those balls are hard. They got some hard balls over there. The Italians are slinging.
All right, let's have James go first because I know that he just wants to get his over with.
Pretty much.
I'm just kidding.
Well, that is
Hey,
fact.
first, I want to say, James, your room is looking awesome. I really appreciate the change. I love the X-Men run. I think it looks great.
It's been the same for like 8 weeks, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there for a while, he had like the half in, half out Spawn. He was edging on Spawn.
Yeah.
He had them all down. He had like 4 of them back up. You know, we could see more of the horror crap because it was, horror theme. Right now, all we got is a little bit of Scream in the corner, the saddest Raider helmet you've ever seen is like covered by pop cans, so you
Yeah.
can't see it. And then the rest of it,
Actually-
X-Men. Heck yeah, man.
What about that old ass Jim Lee fucking
So,
Hey, why don't you get some LED lights too? Because that yellow glare is a whole nother level. We like white glare, but that yellow glare, man,
dude, I
that's a
don't
bit
have a
much.
choice, man. I don't have a choice.
you can shut off that light and then get other lights on
Yeah,
each.
Turn off the light. Sometimes I need that light.
Put an LED light in there instead.
That takes.
Where did you even
money.
fucking get that light bulb? They were made illegal back in 1998. Right? How'd you even an incandescent light? Where'd you find that thing? You go around the neighborhood pulling out people's bug lights, and then you just put them in your room.
Here, let me see if I can change the settings here to have like some white light.
All right.
All right.
No, probably not. Oh, I lost it.
That was great. We lost him. We lost him, folks. I forgot to pay the light bill. He was changing the light bulb. Something happened. He slipped. Well, welcome to the low grades. I'm your host, Bub. Today we're going to get into some pickups of the week, our highs and lows. This is probably going to be one of the lows, but we'll get through it. We're not going to talk about golf or anything over. I think if we're going to talk about any more sports, there has to be a sport in which you have to wear a glove, like maybe bowling or or edging. What's up?
What's up?
We can't see the books in the background now. What'd you do?
So, well, I wanted to just change my settings, and then everything just shut down from there. Where'd the other two go?
They left. They got tired of waiting on you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It happens. That happens.
So was I?
Tell us about
were
your.
we all frozen, or was it just me?
We shut our cameras off, and then you were just you frozen. Then you disappeared.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
It's
So
a
what?
low grade, man.
What happened? What'd you pick up? Let's see your pickups.
Okay,
Rob's
so
back.
I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have any comic books this week that are worthy of.
All right. Well, it was good to hear from you there. What you got there, Rob?
So, Bubs, I'm gonna do your favorite just because you're here.
Hey, now wait. I don't know who told you which was my favorite, but I'd like a say in this before you go ahead and do it.
So
we at least need a safe word.
I'm gonna go ahead and spare you all some time here. I'm just gonna show off two of them, but these are
Guacamole is the
my
safe word.
newest Pokemon pickups here.
Those aren't even. That's not even an animal on the left.
Well, that's a woman. Yes. So yeah, Nimona full art and then a Charmander character art. Two decent pulls there from 151 and Paldea Fates, which are new sets. And then my other pickup, which I will go ahead and unbox because I have not yet.
Show us in the box first.
I will. So last week I showed off my the Glizzy Troller.
What does that connect to?
Switch, PC, Xbox. So
Xbox really connects to Xbox?
I think it said it does. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, it pretty much connects to everything Bluetooth.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch.
Atari.
It did? No, not Atari.
NES.
Okay, so the list was Nintendo Switch, Windows, Mac, Steam, Steam Deck, Android. Okay, so no Xbox. I'm sorry. Android,
Hey!
Raspberry Pi, Amazon Games, Amazon Luna, Chromebook, and Tesla.
Hey, if there's one thing I know, it's what a wiener connects to. And I know for a fact you got to get a very special wiener to connect to your box.
So this week, I then got in the matching hard shell carrying case
For that thing?
the Switch.
Or for
Why
the
didn't you
Switch?
buy that when you bought the controller, though?
Huh?
Why didn't you buy that when you bought the controller?
Why did I buy it? Is that what you just said?
Why didn't you buy it with the controller?
I bought them on the same day. I bought them the same exact time. It just one got here. One
Rob's
shipped.
confused because you very poorly explained it. So it is not a case for the controller. It's a case for his Switch, which matches the controller.
I'm gonna
Which,
be
by the
honest,
way,
I thought that
he
was
could not
obvious.
fit the controller in that case at all with the Switch.
I bet you
now
can.
he has a Switch case, and he's got to set the other wiener. He's got to stack his
Correct.
wieners right on top. My God.
Oh, it'll fit for sure. 100%.
So
Is it hard shell?
Yeah.
Look at that tough wiener. Nice.
yeah.
Those are tricky.
See,
Sometimes you should oil them first.
goodies inside.
You're on mute, Rob. You're on mute.
I say when you open it, it should be forced to play like the Oscar Mayer theme song, like a music box.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Glizzy stickers. I mean, they give us the Hyperkin sticker, but I want a Glizzy sticker. But anyway, so yeah, so there is my matching set now.
It kind
Does
of
it
looks
smell
like a
like
hot dog
mustard?
holder, too. Open it up again.
You could
Yeah, see how the sides have that little thing in the middle?
put some hot dogs in here and then your Switch over here.
No, your hot
Or
dog's down there.
your buns, your hot dogs, and your condiments.
Oh, you're right there. Boom.
I don't know. The sauerkraut might leak a little.
I don't know, man. I'm just going to say, I don't think that's very practical of you, James.
Well, Caroline said, "Will it fit an OLED?" What's practical of me?
Caroline, he ain't going to use this shit. What are you talking about?
No, this is for the collection.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it does. So this I think
I was hoping it didn't.
insert for like the
Oh,
light.
look at that.
Careful. That's collectible. Don't
So
lose
then
that.
now,
Store that in a
take
safe
out that
place.
insert.
You
then
just decreased the value of that.
it will fit. So inserts for if you have the Switch Lite, and then take out the insert, and yes, the OLED will fit in there.
All
And now
right.
you know.
Do you have an extra
Oh.
OLED for me?
Put it on the shelf so it collects dust like
Not
all
anymore.
the other shit you
so
buy.
Shut up.
Mhm. When are you gonna send me one of your old Switches? Sitting here,
I use
still don't have a
almost
Switch.
all of them now.
You used almost all of them now, so that means there's at least one that you don't use now.
But it's the Pokemon Special Edition one that I have still in the box that I'm not opening. So
That's gonna match your wiener case real nice.
Is there
You better keep that in the
James?
collection.
Is there a compartment for the weenie water?
no, that'll be created separately. And then
Man,
Flawed.
dirty
It's
water
flawed.
is so gross.
if you're
The
not
Kool-Aid
into,
one's better, right, CJ?
the weenies,
You should got the Kool-Aid one.
Kool-Aid and ketchup, and then mac and cheese, and then I believe that there's sriracha too. It's just not on here, and I forgot what else. But I think those are like the main ones that they're doing.
What's up, Cali Comics?
What up,
Thanks for
Cal?
showing up, man.
So yeah, that's all I have for pickups.
Takes a big man to admit that, Rob.
Well, Rob, thank you for being patient, and we'll allow you to go next, dude.
Oh, all right.
Hey, one of your books fell off the wall.
Yeah, I took it down just for you, Bubs. The
Appreciate
that I brought in this week into the
It's
piece.
like he knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nice. Strange Adventures #1 pickup. So that just
Nice.
goes to Mystery in Space
Yeah,
#1.
just snap it in there real quick.
Well, it's on
Yeah.
the end so I can slide it.
Oh, yeah, slide it in. Oh yeah.
And then
Hey, wait! I got a quick question about what you just did. Do you screw down the top and the bottom one into the
no,
wall?
they have 3M command strips.
But
Oh, I
at the
wouldn't
top
trust
and
that.
bottom, so the clips are always the same size.
So I adjusted the height, you mean?
Right.
And then they're connected to the wall with the 3M strips.
Top and bottom.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Rob,
Go ahead.
let's be honest. He has no room for those, so I don't know why he's asking all these questions.
I got room.
James is like dying today, dude. Like, are you okay, man?
I'm all right. I'll
And
make
then
sure.
I was at a con this weekend.
Uh
Prove it.
East Bay
huh.
Con.
Oh shit.
Picked up a Batman or Detective Comics 411.
Talia Ghul, yeah.
Talia.
I knew that because I watched your video that you uploaded today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You released some good
Thanks, James.
content, Rob. I just want to say that.
I appreciate it.
Do you spend a lot of time editing?
No,
No, but you edit a little bit at least, right?
minor. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's my secret. I'm super retro because I'm old. So I use the free Windows editor that comes with Windows, and all my thumbnails stuff I do in Microsoft Word. It drives people
Wow.
crazy, but I do stuff in Word and then take snippet clips
Oh yeah.
to make my graphics because I'm freaking bad. But-
Hey, you're old school. You know what I
It
mean?
works. It works. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
People try
in
to
my
get
top
fancy.
You're like in my top 7 favorite channels, Rob.
Well,
Oh, thank you.
someday I'll make the
too.
bottom 9.
Well, coincidentally, I only have 6 channels I really like, so
So
it's kind of a sliding scale.
some John Jang action came in.
Nice.
From MegaCon exclusive.
He's been killing it lately, man.
You
He
don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
who
not
that is.
always a
Nobody
fan,
knows.
but I have a soft spot for Gwenum. So
Yeah.
Okay.
so I picked that up.
what is it about Gwenum that you like though when you do pick her stuff up?
You know what? I like the costume design for Gwenum. I was already liked Venom before, but then you get a little bit different. Spider Gwen was all somewhat interesting to begin with. Yes, hello, how are you? I know you smell like I had got some barbecue and you want my food. Sorry, I got a hound dog here that's
Oh.
Oh, good, man.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now we know where you put the peanut butter at.
I was
There you
concerned.
Anyways, I don't know. It's just something about. I like the way that instead of just the big mouth, the mouth is all around. Her face is inside the mouth, and it's a really kind of an interesting take on the costume design. So
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
Cool.
some Star Wars Darth Vader MegaCon.
Who did that
That's
one?
Ahsoka.
This is Stefan Segovia.
Nice.
Isn't that where the Avengers fought?
In Sokovia. I
Right.
accidentally picked up 2 of them by mistake.
accidentally?
Giveaway.
Yeah, no,
Giveaway
I actually
fodder.
honestly
Hey,
did.
like that girl that went to Subway and ordered an apple and they give her 2 bags of chips.
Mhm.
I ordered it from 2 different vendors. So what happened is I ordered one from with the
Where the hell are you going?
with that John Jang book, and then I ordered the other one from a different vendor with this Batman 121 reprint. I love Mr. Freeze, and this Ralph Persetti cover is just
Yeah, hell yeah.
He kind of looks like he come from Jersey Shore, though, doesn't he?
Right? Yeah.
He's kind of showing you the situation in
I'm
that
not sure if
one.
he's going scuba diving or if he's or what he's doing, but yeah.
Spelunking.
That's
Hey,
the-
yo, hey, bye, Steve. Thanks for showing up, man. So Steve's gonna go take a nap. He deserves it. He's been working hard all this week and hasn't had one nap. So hey, enjoy that nap, and we'll see you next time, dude.
How do these legends do it?
And
Star Wars.
No, this is Miles Morales #2. This is the first cover appearance of Rabble.
Oh,
Rabble, who they announced in the Legacy 300 was going to take the role of the primary the primary bad guy.
Antithesizer.
Bill, bad guy. That's all, folks. So anyway, it will be the Green Goblin to Miles, essentially.
Yeah.
What's
then,
his
of course,
name? The Ravel?
Rabble. Like
Rabble?
Like
Riser?
Rebel, but Rabble.
think of the hamburger, Rabble.
Oh, Rabble. Okay. Now you make me hungry.
Just picking up some more of these
Nice.
great Bronze Age horror stuff going in.
That's awesome.
Getting a good run on my witching hour in.
Witching hour?
Yeah, exactly. And last, I got some the old Jekyll.
Oh, that's one of my
Mm.
favorites.
Hell yeah.
I love that
That's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty short run, right? The Supernatural.
Yeah, there's like 12. There's like
Yeah.
12 issues or something like that, and like half of them are the Living Mummy.
Hmm.
So it's really only
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
skip
yeah.
all those.
really all I care you want to pick up is like the first 6, and then
Yeah, the Headless Horseman is my favorite.
yeah,
in
the
that
Headless
run.
Horseman one is great. I also like the Invisible Man one too.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good cover. I do like that one. It's awesome.
That's
Cool.
that.
All right. What do you got, Bubs?
James can go. We didn't see what he picked up.
All right.
What'd you get, James?
I'm good. I
All
already showed mine off.
right, I'll show off what I got. So
Your arms
first off,
look really long from this view. It's just never mind.
I'm glad it's working for you. So, yeah, I did a little Instagram shopping and picked this one up.
Damn, nice.
This is my second copy, and it's lower grade than my first copy. I think my first is probably a 3.5,
Mm-hmm.
and this I'd say is a 2, maybe a 2.5 if the grader got laid that night.
What made you decide to pick that up again?
Just the price. I couldn't pass up the price, and I don't have my 180 slabbed because this is the first true appearance of Wolverine, and I always wanted to be able to open to that page and look at it and reread the story as intended. And I picked up a bunch of reprints, and they just didn't do it. I didn't feel the same as when I opened up this book. So
Why do you think
now
that
I
is?
can
The paper quality?
just knowing
Mm.
knowing the age of it, knowing that when I open it that it's the real comic that
Like
came out at that
the
time.
pages aren't really like
I know what
coarse.
I know exactly
They're
what you
not-
mean. Every time I pick up this one, I feel dirty because it's not the original.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I didn't know they reprinted that one.
Yeah,
that's
That's
how it
cool.
goes.
somewhere recently.
So anyway, so I got that one, and so now I'll probably press and clean my original one and send it off to get finally slabbed so it can be with my Hulk 181 proper.
Nice.
And then this one, I've been after this book for a while. Super excited to have it. Got a fantastic deal on it. I mean, way cheaper than I would have. It was cheaper than I was willing to pay,
Mhm.
and I was just man. So this
So you
is
paid
it's a
extra?
trade. It's Valkyrie.
Oh
That's
shit!
Oh.
Joe Chiodo cover.
Oh yeah, dude. I see James's fucking face light up right now.
Mm.
That Joe Chiodo, man, he's got the best.
Wait,
posterior
hold on.
in the
That's
business.
that's in a modern book. That's in a modern book.
That's in a modern book.
That's not even. That's not even. That's in a modern book. That's in a. That's in a modern book. 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 That's in a
I mean, it's a Veritech, so it's quasi modern. It's
I don't even know what
modern. I mean,
Veritech is. I don't think I've
it's
ever
just a
heard of that.
publishing company that was out, and this is like reprints of Golden Age
Yeah,
appearances in
because
Valkyrie.
it looks Golden Age, but you said Chiodo, so he's not a Golden Age artist, is he?
No,
Okay.
this book's been out for a while, but man, it's pretty awesome. Chiodo, man, best.
I mean, not only do you have the swastika in the foreground, but you have the symbols in the background as well. Like,
Yeah, you got the SS flags.
yeah.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
I got that one. Super pumped about that.
What's up, JD?
What's
JD
up?
live from Disneyland. What's up, dude?
What's up? And then picked up this Vampy.
Hell yeah, dude. boobs look
Vampirella
nice.
Year One.
What's up with all that water, though? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's milk.
I thought so too. So
Yeah.
it's-
Kinda looks like
Actually, this
sand.
cover was completely bare when I first got it, but I did that to it after.
So what you're saying is she had just won the Indy 500.
Yeah, she just won
Yeah.
the Indy 500. It's Jeff Gordon's wife right there.
You weren't edging very well that day, were you?
I know. Too well. I had to keep practicing. Lucio Perillo, Mr. Italy. What I call him.
Nice.
Here's some early hues.
Yeah.
Stargazers.
That's a great cover, dude.
Yeah.
You have the
I had-
one. You have the one
had-
where he's spanking her.
No, number 6. No, I need that one, and I need number 5.
Fun
But-
fact: got those from Keys R Us. So
Did you?
he had a bunch of them. So he bundled them up and gave me a good deal.
No, you guys
Thank-
don't like.
thanks,
added
Jose.
hues, but
Nice.
here's a trade. Gods of Gotham,
hmm
and then we'll move through these pretty quick.
Oh,
69.
nice. Hell
I
yeah.
hadn't been working on this run for a while, and actually I sold off several of them, and I decided to try again and buy them back. So, but that's one I never had. These are ones I never had, so pick them up first.
They're beautiful covers.
67.
I think the more expensive one is the vintage one.
Yeah, I've got that one. I've got that one slabbed. I think it's.
I
a
love that cover, dude, so
94 or
much.
96.
Not the trade.
No, not the trade. And I love the way Adam Hughes did the boots. I think they're
Mhm.
so different than the rest of her outfit in the fact
Yeah.
that they don't match at all. Like they're kind of like wintry slouch boots,
Yeah.
and then everything else.
They
is
look like
metal and
costume
form-fitting.
boots.
Yeah, I just love it. I just love that quirkiness of
What do
it.
you think of those covers? She looks like she's missing a leg right there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's a couple of covers like that. In fact, there's one that I got rid of that's in this run where she's also kind of missing a leg.
Yeah.
But I mean, a little bit of stump love goes a long way. I don't know why you're hating.
I
Yeah,
love
he
it. I
makes
mean,
sense.
you know, he can't do any wrong in my eyes.
He's
What do you think about those covers, James?
They're nice.
Yeah,
They're right.
is that something you would collect?
No.
That's why I like Be Friends with James, because he would get those books and just sell them to me.
That's the way to do it.
just put it in a
And the
box.
last
and
one I'll
ate it.
show off because my arm's getting tired. 145.
That's a
Now,
key, I believe.
This is one I did have, but I don't know why I got rid of it. I can't believe I did, except maybe for that little sprite character there that looks like crap. But,
Yeah.
but man, the rest of it, like you
That corset's barely hanging on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and you could put anything you wanted right there and block
Oh,
it. and
yeah.
it'd be a great selfie.
What would you put,
So-
dude?
Just saying. That's it. That's what I picked up
Yeah.
this
Those are
week.
some great stuff, dude.
Big
I'm gonna go
fun.
next here. All right. So look at my stack here. This is just some of it.
Oh, this is gonna be a while.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, so of course, I finally got my copy of the Crimson Bat, the Terrifying Crimson Bat.
Nice.
Got 10 copies of those.
What is
I had
that?
to.
Fucking
I had to because I'm in it. So, yeah, dude.
You're in it.
wow.
Yeah, I'm in this book, dude.
Oh, is that the Fiend Club logo?
Wow.
Yes.
Mascot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
wow.
put
got.
out your own book?
When I got them at first, I thought they were clear backer boards until I pulled it out and realized now you got printed backer boards.
Yeah, yeah. So I had to wait a little while to get them because he wanted me to have the backboards too. So But yeah,
Well-
I got 10 copies of that. I'm probably gonna get more as well.
What did you
Um,
got? Who made those? I'm intrigued. I don't know
Oh,
anything
you
about
should watch
those.
our show, dude. Like 3 weeks
Isn't
ago.
this the show?
This is a show,
All right.
Or go
but
back
it's
and
not.
watch Tam on Only Slabs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
You
I
could do
missed
that
it.
too. But yeah. They were on our show and they explained everything. But I am in this book. Very clear as day. Me and my buddy Mike, and yeah, I had to grab those. I also grabbed these right here. I got the blank, so I can send it to Tam one of these days. The Kirkham trade dress, and I also got the season's greeting ones. Rob
Yep.
Broussard, right? Yeah, Rob Broussard. So finally, people can stop fucking harassing me about not having it. I've always planned on getting it. It just I didn't. So now I did. I did go $1.
You have a request here from JD. He wants an autographed copy.
All right, yeah, dude. I got you, bro. Well, these weren't in the dollar bins, but I forgot where I found these. So this is a Betty and Me book, number 37. And it says, "Yes, Archie, you're rubbing me the right way." And Veronica says, "And he's rubbing me the wrong way."
Oh.
So you know how to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Look there, he's got two hands.
I saw this and I was just like, I might know somebody that's into this kind of shit. It's called Widescreen. Widescreen
Wow,
magazine.
that's old.
Yes.
You are at the bottom there, and dang.
Oh, it says the 4K release of The Lion King. I don't think it's old. I think it's brand
Well,
new.
but the magazine itself is that's something I used to read back in the day when I was in the audio video business.
1995, Rob.
I'm messing with you.
So
Well,
yeah, man.
1995 is not that old to me, but you know, it's
Yeah, really.
Your brother wants a super sperm stain version copy.
Oh, I got plenty of those too.
Mhm, by accident.
So I pulled these from the dollar bins, and I did pretty well, man. First off, I found a ROM special annual from 2017. It's like
That's
the
cool. I've never
Hulk,
seen that.
yeah, the Hulk homage. Pretty cool. And then I found this. This is a DC movie special from Star Trek. Not really a Star Trek fan, but I don't really see this around too much. So I grabbed that.
I've never seen that. And I see
Yeah.
the other one all the time.
Yeah, this is issue number 2.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
get his son meals.
So this is Lorna, the Relic Wrangler,
Oh yeah.
Darwin
Did you-
Cook.
Yes. Go on. I'm
Did I
sorry.
what?
Nothing. I
What?
got excited. I'll keep edging until you're done.
So right when I saw this, I knew it was a Darwin Cook. I mean, the artwork is
Oh,
like
yeah.
him, but of course I looked it up afterwards and I was like, oh shit, like it's a one shot, and it's pretty hard to find. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Got that for $1.
Awesome pickup.
Thanks. I picked this up because my youngest daughter is still into this. Monster High. This is a free comic book day version.
My 20-year-old still into that.
Mine's 17, so she's not too far from that. Yeah, we actually had a huge collection for her when she was a kid.
And she
Then
got
she
rid of it
stopped-
all.
She stopped
And
playing
then
with
now
them,
she's
so
collecting
we
them
got
all.
rid of them.
Aw.
Now she wants it. Like she won't even touch the new versions because they started
It's-
they started
it's
re-releasing them.
It's exactly what I got going on with
Yeah,
mine.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and then so then I like the good collector. Dad was nice and went out and
Mhm.
bought like still in box shit, and she promptly starts ripping boxes apart because she doesn't care about the box and stuff. They don't want to they don't care about the boxes. They just want to display them out as figures and don't care
Yeah.
about the collectability. I said, well, that makes my life a lot cheaper to
Oh,
buy you these
yeah.
replacement if you don't care
Yeah.
about in the
Yeah.
box. Here I
Yeah.
am, the collector, going, I gotta spend $300 for these old. Nope.
Yeah. So we go to these flea markets and stuff like that, and so since my daughter does the same thing yours does, I actually built a pretty good relationship with a couple of the vendors that
Nice.
get those in all the time. So when he does get them in, he'll be like, so she likes that and My Little Ponies. My Little Ponies was my era.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 985 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, but so she likes those versions. She won't touch the newer ones. You know.
Mine for some reason also loves the Mattel, well, the special ones that get released by Mattel. That come out with their whatever Mattel creations that you have to be a member or something
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then you get a fractional chance at maybe trying to pick one of these dolls up. But
Yeah.
all bots snag them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
$150 doll, and jeez.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. All right,
I
I got
love
a couple more books here. This one I was fucking tripping out on. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that looks cool." I knew it was a Gem Bartal, so it says Gem in the holograms.
Nice.
That's cool.
So, Rob, do you know the significance of this book?
Of that particular book,
Yeah. So
I know the character, but
it's not really confirmed, but supposedly this is like her first cover of a comic.
from IDW.
Yeah, IDW. It's a oldie. It's from, oh shit, I don't remember when.
It doesn't sound right, but
But I looked it up afterwards.
Mhm.
I picked it up because of Jim Bartel, and I was like, I've never seen this before. So I did look it up afterwards, and people are listing it as first gen. Yeah, see, JD said the same thing too.
2015. Okay, a 2015 key collector. Anyways, not that they're
Yeah.
the experts or anything. Although it's a different. That looks like a variant cover.
I sounded
It
kind of
is.
salty, Rob. I got to tell you.
It's a
you been hurt?
subscription variant. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it goes for like $40. Kind of crazy. I found it in a dollar bin.
Damn.
And
Well,
huh?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of people really picking up Gem in the holograms.
Well, that's another thing too. It was like 5 years ago. I found the Art Germ one, the Gem in the holograms,
Hmm.
and that one was released by Ponies and something. But it's like a pretty hard book to find as well. So I sent that in, and it got a 9.8. I still have it.
Well, I got to imagine that 2015 IDW is a pretty small print run to begin
Yeah.
with, and then variant cover off of a Gem in the holograms, which
Mhm.
had a limited appeal to begin with. So there's probably a very small print run on
Yeah,
that to begin with. So
yeah,
good find.
yeah. Thanks. But this was a even better find. I found Space Usagi 1 through 3.
Oh,
Yeah. So I like that cover, the dinosaur one. And then there's that one. And they're like pretty clean too. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. You know, I love Dan Sakai's work. So yeah. I was pretty shocked when I saw those.
K-pop must be behind.
I was gonna say, Katie's still on her latte, her latte delay. So she's cotton candy and butterscotch are her OG pony. And then she
Get her
missed
to
the Elvira
see if
one.
she starts dropping the strawberry shortcake references.
Yeah.
Jade
CJ
McCall.
says, didn't have you as a Gem fan. It's not like I didn't pick it up because it was a fucking Gem book, dude. Like I picked it up because I knew it was a Gem Bartal book. Like you know how she's doing the She-Hulk run.
Mhm.
That art looks very particular than this. You know, so I could tell this is like a little bit earlier than what she does now. So yeah, but you can still tell it was like a Jen Bartal, especially with their signature and everything. But yeah, just something about it. When I pulled it out, I was like, what the hell? And I saw her name, and then I was like, oh shit, this is cool. I mean,
You still
when you
got-
go dollar bin hunting or shopping, you just buy cool covers, like some of the artists that you like, or books that you've never really seen before. You could even buy like whack newsstands, just because it's a fucking newsstand.
It's
So,
$1. You can't go wrong.
exactly, yeah.
Buy what
So
you
a lot,
like.
so a lot of times is I'll get them and I'll take them home. I knew that those Space Usagi was worth some good money, but all the other stuff I was just it gave me a chance to look it up afterwards, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of cool.
Dude, that Lorna Relic Wrangler,
Yeah.
it say cover A on it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So there are two covers. Yeah, there are two covers, and it is cover A, Darwin Cook.
This is cover B.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
this
Let me highlight that real quick, James. Thanks.
cover B is done by Dean Yeagle.
Uh-huh.
And those more refined of you amongst us will know Dean Yeagle was a prolific Playboy cartoonist.
He
So
was,
he's done
yeah.
a few comic covers over the years, but not many. And this is one of them.
That's awesome.
So I need that one, and you need this one, but we can't trade because then I would need this one, and you would need that one.
No,
So
I don't
see
need
another
that.
copy.
I don't
Very
need that
to
one.
find.
I'm good with this because I like Darwin Cook.
I like Darwin Cook too, but I gotta have some Dean Yeagle love out there, man. That's fantastic stuff. Mandy, the original Mandy, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, but I had fun, dude. Like a lot of times I'll stay away from wait, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Certain shop I'll stay away from certain shops so that like I'll pop in like once every month or every other month, and it's all fucking new inventory to me.
That's nice.
I'll just go in and pick out stuff that I like. Like you said, it's $1. You can't really go wrong.
Let me know when it's story time. I want to tell a story.
Hold on. I have a question for Rob, especially because he runs his show called Loading Slabs. Okay, so does that deter you from submitting to CGC, or does it not matter?
We mean all the stuff that's been going on with CGC?
Yeah.
Would none of those things affect me submitting my books to CGC?
Yeah, I said the same thing when it was happening.
Yeah, there's multiple factors involved. One, if I submit a book, it's still me submitting a book. I know I'm not doing weird swappy shit, right?
Yeah.
And I don't submit nothing that's big enough that these guys want to, the husband and wife want to steal. Second, when it comes down to it, the number of books involved is such a minuscule amount percentage wise compared to the aggregate whole that statistically that same thing happens whether I send them to CBCS, whether I send them to EGS, PGX, whatever, there's a chance of having issues. So
I mean, do you feel like it's important for you to compare minuscule things to aggregate wholes?
When I'm watching your videos, absolutely.
Okay.
Your OnlyFans videos I'm talking about, of course, not your.
Oh, well, thank you for subscribing.
Yes.
You're keeping the lights on in Buzz.
Also, he's got 30% off going on right now. So if you're ever thought about it, you should do it now.
And with every live stream I'm here, I have actually two cameras running, one facing and one underneath. So if you can do the simulcast, line them up, two screens, top and bottom, and you got the full.
I always thought that was weird that when you leave, you turn your camera off. I'm like, dude, nobody.
Yeah.
But I get it now.
Nobody sees what's below his knees.
Well, yeah, I actually have a third camera by the door jamb, and that catches my feet pics as I go by. It's a rapid shot, like a Canon rapid shot. Just takes several photos as I walk by. Yeah, good stuff. Gotta always be cashing in, man.
Yeah. No, but I had a friend ask me yesterday, hey, I was thinking about seeing some books, and how do you think, what do you think? I was like, dude, I think right now is the best time to send in books. He's just like, why? I go, because so many people are kind of just avoiding them right now.
They're watching their
Oh
shit right
yeah,
now. They're on
yeah,
lockdown, right? But the bigger thing that has had me sending less books into them recently has been more the fact that they just have kept raising prices, right?
yeah.
So it's but
Now they're cutting us a break, I guess.
well, and then the pressers, they've
Uh-huh.
all been increasing their prices, stuff or are backed up and stuff. Seems like all the time I turn around. So it's
You not press your own books?
I was
no,
just gonna say that.
no, Bubs. We know
Why
that.
not?
Why?
A little bit of lazy, a little bit of space, a little bit of
I mean, pressing silver, everything bronze and older is pretty easy.
it's
Newer
more of
books take a
it's
little bit more
a
patience,
big
but
part of it has to do with space.
Mm.
I own a home in California, which means it's small because that's all I can afford to own. Even though it's $1 million+, it's still only 1,300 square feet. So
Do-
I understand.
does the image of you pressing your own book kind of scare you?
it had in the
Okay, I
past.
get it
I mean,
then. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, in the past, that was the initial thing was like, oh, I'll just fuck it up. But then I go, you know what? Yeah, you can, like anything else. It's just a skill that you learn, you practice, and you get better at it. And
hmm
then I've just gotten to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm good though. I'm just on. It hasn't. For every book that I go, man, it would be nice to have a press, just because I'd press it and put it in my box and be done with it. There's two more that I go, man, I'm glad I don't do this stuff, and I just send it off to the presser and have them do it. Or especially since lately, some of the more expensive books I've been doing, or the older books, my work with one of the guys I work with, he's doing clay masks and all kinds of crazy shit, removing surface dirt, much heavier
Wow.
than I would be doing with just a rosin bag or something from my old drafting days.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and also if you have the money, then why not, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone seems to think I have the money, so it's all
Yeah.
smoke
only
and
thing-
mirrors, right?
The only thing that your collection suggests to me is you had the money. You had the money to buy this book. And if I hand you the same book for the same price, you may not be able to buy it again. You might need some time to recover.
Right.
But at that moment, you had the money.
I do go through periods of different levels of liquidity
Yeah.
where I go in bursts and I get a bunch of stuff. And stuff stacks up down here, and I can release it slowly into the YouTube world, and then
That's some edging right there.
Hell yeah.
exactly. Yeah. That's like I keep telling everyone, hey, this year's Heroes Con, I am not rolling.
Oh, you won
Like
Heroes Con last year.
I am
in
not
my
rolling
opinion.
like I
That was
rolled
easy.
last year, man. Last year
That
It
was
was a
easy
different
win.
time.
oh well, last year, I mean, I just literally it was Avengers 1, Avengers 4, ASM 129, GSX 1. I mean, if it was big, one of those big gun keys, I
Dude,
just,
all that in one show? Fuck. Dude.
yeah,
That's
it was.
crazy.
I had, but this year I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not selling a bunch of stock this year to go before I go to the show.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm going to be working probably half my time. I'll be working a booth because I'm going to be Comics Curing Cancer is going to have a booth at Heroes Con
Oh,
this year.
nice.
So I'll
Hell
be
yeah.
there at the booth, spending half my time there. So that'll help keep me in
In
constraints.
check. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
I still got 2 tuitions to pay too. It's for 2 kids. So
The fuck? Only if Bubs is on?
I'll
Look,
hop on after my treatment. If
I'm
you're
not
strong.
exactly the glue that holds this
Not
community
allowed.
together,
Not
but
allowed.
I am kind of the jizz between the streams that kind of helps. It's it's a little sticky. You try and get it off, and
I don't know if you
somehow
know
it changes
this, but he's-
properties.
Yeah, it's like a
I don't know,
rat.
it's
It's like a
Yeah.
rat trap.
go ahead, Bob.
Just
Say
like-
it. Yes, I'm kind of a big deal,
kind of, but not really, but kind of.
right?
Oh, we've known Buzz for a couple years now, so we know we signed up for.
He's got his fingers in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yes, and I wash my hands often just in case. Cross contaminate anybody. But is it story time? I really
Yeah,
want to.
cool, yeah.
All right. So here's the story.
We gotta highlight you though.
With the
I'm
singing, tell me a story.
not gonna name names as far as the shop goes.
I'm gonna go
But
feed the
if you're a
dog.
longtime watcher of my OnlyFans, you'll know that
Is it hack?
or
Is it hack?
any
Are you
of my
talking about
content.
hack?
No. So there was a shop. I used to work in the town next door, so a couple of towns over, whatever. The biggest town near me. And and there was a local shop there as an LCS. And I used to go there quite a bit at lunch, nothing else to do kind of thing. And I'd shop around. I didn't buy a whole lot. I wasn't a big customer to them, but they knew me and they knew that I collected and they kind of knew I had a channel, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, we had a falling out over a review that I did of a signing event that they had. And I had a bunch of people came from the comic community and we all went and they really botched it, So for every one or two things they did right, they did something wrong. It was just very mixed bag. And so I gave a very honest review. And at the end of the honest review, there's two owners. And one of the owners, I kind of was like, I don't know about this guy. This guy's cool, but I don't know about this other guy.
Yeah.
So I guess that really rubbed them the wrong way, as I've been told I do. And so they were pretty pissed at me. And I told them, I was like, look, I offered you guys a sponsorship on my channel. I offered you guys all kinds of stuff. I offered free publicity as my local shop, do videos. You were like, no, we're good. We're doing our own thing. Now you tell me that because I gave you a less than favorable review, you think I'm dog shit. And they really were building up, the point being about the sponsorships and things is that they were really building up saying, well, you're a big channel on YouTube and you've got a bunch of followers and all the. I'm like, I'm not have a big channel. I don't have a drove of followers. No one's going to stop shopping at your shop because I said I had a bad experience. Like nobody gives a shit enough about that. I'm not that.
A lot of your viewers don't even live around you.
Exactly. Yeah, none of them. Pretty much. Closest one's like an hour and a half.
Matt
viewers,
lives
I don't really know.
Yeah, Matt lives close to you.
Yeah, kind of. Like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I was arguing that, hey, if you guys
I wish you lived 2 hours from me, by the way.
Closer or further?
Closer.
Oh, so look, if they're going to make the point that I'm some big deal, well, then why didn't you want to talk to me before when I was saying good stuff about you? Now I'm saying I said one bad thing about you and, you're being hateful. So anyway.
They didn't want to sell out. That's why.
Well, last week they got busted for tax evasion.
Oh, shit.
And they had to shut down the shop. They shut down the whole damn shop.
Oh, my God.
And so they did a GoFund. So I want to know your guys' opinion of this. So they did a GoFundMe to raise $25,000, right? And they kept talking about, hey, this is the only way that we're this. If we have a chance of opening the shop again, because the state shut them down and told them that they couldn't sell anymore because they hadn't paid their sales tax. Mm-hmm. So the state's the one that shut them down, took their sales tax license away, from what I understand, and so they weren't able to sell. So at that point, you can't even do a liquidation sale. Like you can't do nothing, right? So I put this big video up on Facebook and YouTube and everything. And they're like, oh, what was us? And, one of the guys I really do like, the other guy, like I've said, he's all right. But in any case, they asked for $25,000 from their community. I was like, and what are you giving in exchange for that? Like gift cards or any kind of certificates?
No, just give it to me.
Preferential treatments, free pull list for a year. I mean, come on, $25,000? Are you kidding me? Like that's a couple of big boy books right there. Mm-hmm. People could be buying. In any case, they ended up after 3 days, they raised like $5,000. It was less than 6 from less than 100 people gave, and then they opened the shop back up. And I never saw a video posted about, hey, thanks for the help. We're a fifth of the way there. Fucking nothing. Not free this or free that. Didn't try it. Maybe they buried it in one of their live sales that they've been doing for the last 2 days. But what do you guys think about that? One, would you have, if you're LCS, all right, let's say situation one, you have an LCS you have a good relationship with, and they get busted for not paying their taxes and they need $25,000. Are you pitching in? And then 2, am I an even bigger asshole than people thought I was for kind of being like, when I see that happen to a shop that I've had a somewhat strained relationship with, to say the least.
Yeah.
So those are my
I'll let you go first, James.
I say no to both of those. The first one, I guess I would word it like, not to sound like an asshole either, but like I pay my money to the shop by buying your stuff.
Yeah.
It's up to you to manage your business correctly. I don't know if you are or aren't. Like, I just assume that you're managing your business correctly and using that money for the right reasons. If you're not, I'm sorry, but that's on you. Like, I can't donate my money to you to fix that. Especially if we're talking something once we're talking something illegal. Now, if you were to ask me, our local shop had a fucking earthquake and it damaged the shop, something like that.
Yes, I
Different
agree.
story. If you're talking
Yep.
an illegal activity, I'm not giving you shit. And then the second one, no, I don't. You said something along the lines of, does it make you an asshole for like not being upset about it? But
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I was not angry when I watched that video. I was not angry.
I don't think that makes you a bad person at all. I mean, you if two people got issues, you got issues, then you're not gonna like, if something happens to them, especially again something of their own doing, you're like, oh well, shit, that's on you, man. That's called karma, and yeah, no. And then a third one that you didn't bring up.
Uh-oh.
What would I do now? Never shop there again, because
that's a good point.
Because what you just described about the part that rubbed me the wrong way was they need the 25,000. First of all, that already rubs me the wrong way. Then second,
That's a lot.
When you said that they then open it for the 6 and like don't say nothing, even if they did mention it in a live sale, it should be stated elsewhere, something like that. Well, it's hard to. So we're supposed to believe that this shady place all of a sudden just magically stopped being shady because they got busted? Like, no, it sounds like they're still shady just from the GoFundMe part. In which case I would be like, nope, not going there anymore.
What happened to the other 20 grand that they owe?
Yeah.
Where are they going to get that?
Yeah. Or did you just take advantage of a situation knowing that people would donate? Now you get an extra 5 to kind of make it easier on you. And no way.
Yeah, I felt very scuzzy. What do you think, Rob? I love those.
Well, I know you had 2 questions. Can you repeat them again?
Now there's a third. James brought up a really good third point.
I had to pee, by the way, so
that's all right. Do you feel better?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm good to go for another 12 minutes.
Well, sometimes when you're edging, you get that little thick piece of Elmer's that comes out.
I did pee a little bit of cum too, so
yeah, that happens.
If you're wondering.
Yeah, it's kind of caramely. Anyway, they
are you saying that because I'm brown?
No, it depends on your diet. That's all.
James, come on, man.
Back him
hold it together, bro.
During this month of all months.
Of all months.
That's something I didn't miss last week.
Good for you. All right. First question is, what do you think about them? Asking for the money, and would you give? Basically, would you give them any money? And then the second question is, am I an asshole? Specifically, more of an asshole for not being angry when I watched that video and not being upset for them. And then the third good question is, what would you do? Would you continue to shop there now that they've raised a whole $5,000 and haven't said anything to anybody? Would you continue to shop?
So the first thing is, if they're already asking for money, most likely they're going to go under at some point soon after. I've seen that happen a couple of times this year. So when you see those GoFundMe, they don't really last after that. But kind of chiming in with JD here, if you have a good relationship, yeah, why not, right? But those are taxes, dude. Like, there's no getting away from taxes. You gotta pay those. So why are you pushing that on to the people that are already giving you tax money? Mm-hmm. It's like you're paying twice, right?
Well, that's what my wife said. My wife was like, well, they were collecting the tax.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't paying it to the state. So they must have been taking so they were already taking your money as a customer, right? They were taking your money and not giving it where it's supposed to go. Or they were doing sales on the side, right? And not collecting tax on that potentially. But then those are also, under the table type deals, right?
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not in this. CJ would be so angry. So would you continue to shop there?
Yeah. By the way, CJ, the link is pinned. You too, JD, if you want to join in. Do I continue to shop there?
Yeah. Would you go back?
If I was in a good standing with them, yeah, but there's so many shops that I don't really like vibe with. Especially like when it comes down to like you see all the money they make on live sales and stuff like that. And you go into the store and like the whole customer service has been taken away because it's like we don't need you guys no more. We could do this shit online. I don't like that, dude. Like it should go all around, dude. Like your customer service on both ways. The last like 3 years, dude, comic shops have been making killings, dude, and probably not paying taxes either because they think like, oh, PayPal me $10 shipping or $15 shipping for this one book, and you ask for a deal and they're just, I'll knock a couple bucks off. It's like, it's just so like they're making their money, dude. It's just right now at this time, it stopped. Like they're having to sell books at way under cost and stuff like that.
They acquired them when it was high, and they're having to sell while they're low, which is
exactly
not a business model, right? But
yeah, so
I mean that's a good point too.
Yeah, so it's not like you never really cut us a break. Me and JD have a couple shops that do hook us up, and we're grateful. And if those shops ever ask, it's like, yeah, we'll help, but like, get your shit together. You know what I mean? Like, and would I still shop? It depends. If I help them out and they have that like appreciation to like, hey man, thank you for helping us out. Like if they remember that's enough, but don't take my money and forget about me.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. So
yeah. And how what do you call that remembrance? Because at some point, like I said, I mean, there were people who gave them a couple $100, and like if I gave my LCS a couple $100 and I walked in next time and I was like, let me get a bag and board, they were like, no, those are for subscription customers only.
right?
I'm pretty fucking pissed.
Like, dude, choose pick and choose your battles, dude.
Yeah.
Are you done with your point, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean it like that.
No, we're good.
Genuine. I just wanted you to finish your point before I did this, because once I did this,
oh Lord.
No, I know.
Hey, does Rob have anything to say on the subject before this snowballs?
CJ, don't say nothing for a while.
Forget the edge, and you're going straight into snowballing now.
Yeah, absolutely. Snowballing.
I'm just waiting my turn.
Okay, that's fair.
I agree. There's some shops that are there's a lot of different shops with a lot of different business models. And some of them are really screwed up. Like my everyday LCS doesn't do extensive back order.
Is it Modesto Comics by any chance?
No, I'm
A1.
I'm here in Silicon Valley, so I go to a shop called Elusive Comics and Games. They have a very small, limited back issue stuff. Most of their stuff is moderns and in gaming and stuff. I like that because it doesn't tempt me to spend too much when I go into stores. But they're super plugged in. They do a lot of community stuff. They put on stuff like at Thanksgiving. They do free meals for those kids that families ostracize them and stuff and want a safe place to go type stuff. So I always make sure, almost every week, I'm making sure I'm doing my part to help them out by I'll pick up I find an incentive book that I want to pay, right? That's where they're making their money is on the incentives for them versus the regular weekly releases aren't making big margins for them, because I'm not a big gamer, so I'm not spending $100 on a set of dice. But I'll go spend $30 or whatever on a special variant cover or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So would you still continue to shop there?
If my shop started to do stuff where they started making me asking, probably not. I mean, if they were doing things that I felt were unscrupulous, I would probably look elsewhere. I'm fortunate there's a lot of comic book shops here in San Jose, Santa Clara area. So I could easily go to any number of other shops, but I choose to go to this one just because I've built up a good relationship over the years, and they are plugged into the community. They do good things. They've never asked when they have break-ins and they get damaged. They don't ask for handouts on anything. They just gotta say, "Hey, we'll be open an hour late because we're cleaning up. We got to get glass installed or something." And that's it. You know,
Yeah.
they've donated stuff for us for Comics Curing Cancer for us to give away. So
Awesome.
I want to do my part back to them. If it was something that was because of a break-in or something, sure. But if it's something like they're doing taxes, you know, we have a big tax bill because we weren't paying our taxes and doing our part and stuff. No, that's a no.
You ever heard of such a thing? And it's like you said, it's a business model aspect. I like that because if your business model, if the success of your business model relies on you not paying your taxes, that is a poor business model.
Yeah.
Like if you're just hoping to not get caught, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Hey, this is going to be a great business. All we got to do is not get caught." Like that's a pretty big red flag.
Right.
Yeah.
So JD says, Rob knows if you treat me bad, I will not go back and give you my money again. So he is right. Like, and it's funny because so they did him wrong, but they've always treated me well. So it's kind of weird when we go comic hunting together because it's like, hey, I gotta go say hi to my buddy at this booth, and he's just like, fuck that booth, I'll catch you on the other side. You know, so it's just like, you know,
That's
but
hella disloyal because I quit a booth just for you. You know.
I'm very like-minded with Rob. If somebody fucks me, fuck them. I'm not.
Yeah.
They're not getting.
no, I believe me, I do have mine where I'm just like, you know, fuck you, like I'm not gonna, you know. So I remember this one shop I stopped going to, and it just took this one time. He was having a live sale. I said, all right, cool. They were a store, a brick and mortar, but they were doing they're double dipping, and just like all shops do. Hey, what's up, Papa? And so like I just I got a book from them. I think it was like $30. Okay, I was like, hey, I've never seen your store before. I'm gonna go pick it up from you guys. I'll be there later on today. All right, cool. We'll hold it for you. Cool. I get there and they're just like, okay, so it's 30 for something. And I was like, wait, what? I thought I got it for $30. Oh, we gotta charge you tax. It's like, what? Like, you know, that's not normally like when you buy stuff from a live sale, they don't ever charge you tax. Like, I almost left without the book, but I wanted the book so bad. I was like,
They
all
charge you
right,
tax
it's
because
gonna
you
cost you. Yeah, it's gonna cost.
because you picked it up in the store, and
Yeah.
and then because otherwise they wouldn't have charged you tax, but they would have shipped it.
Shipped
and
it.
charged you
Yeah.
shipping.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I just-
they had to charge you extra in tax for all the money that they saved in packaging for shipping it to you.
Yeah. Go figure,
It
right?
makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, absolute sense. All right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I listen to everybody talk about their thoughts on this thing. I'm going to say this once and for all because I'm
Thank you
sick
for your
of freaking.
patience, by the way. Thank you for your
Yeah.
patience.
Sick
Yeah,
and
it's very,
tired.
very unlike you, but I'm glad you did that for our show.
I'm not feeling well today, so I have conserved energy. So I have to give it in spurts. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So listen.
Maybe you should stop edging first.
Don't tell me how to edge. Okay. So listen. I'm sick and tired of people that run their businesses, come into failures due to bad business models and bad business mistakes, and then asking the world to bail them out of their problems. If you lost your job, are you going to do a GoFundMe, asking everybody for money for stealing stuff out of the janitor's closet? Are you going to do that?
No,
No, right? No.
that's how you learn.
Yeah. You know, am I gonna do a GoFundMe because I got caught for insider trading and I got to pay a whole big bill? No, it's just like I don't get where people have the audacity to go and ask people. They're a bunch of like I feel like I'm dealing with a bunch of freaking gypsies asking for money for.
You're right.
I'm serious. It drives me
No.
fucking off the wall, especially when they listen. You guys start off by saying something about if there was an earthquake, natural disaster, whatever the case is. I could understand that it's a different kind of scenario, but even then, there's a little thing called insurance. Oh, but I didn't have insurance. Well, fuck you. You had a business. You should have had insurance. No, I'm serious. Like, am I supposed to feel bad? It's like somebody's house burning down. They say I didn't have insurance. Well, you dick. The first thing you do when you have a house, you buy insurance for it. It's
So
simple.
CJ, if they do have insurance and aren't able to pay the copay, do you help them out then?
Are you kidding me? You're running a business and you don't have enough money to pay for the copay?
What if you live in California and you can't get home insurance?
I live in New York. The California criers are not going to help work with me. We got our own fucking expenses here. No sympathy.
Wow.
No sympathy. And listen, if you were in Alabama, or like Memphis, Tennessee, or something like that, and you had like lack of education and stuff like that, I could understand. But like no, seriously, like come on, man. Come on, this is like ridiculous. Like, instead of people helping them, they should actually crucify them and go.
Holy shit!
They should go outside of their freaking thing and pick it and put signs up. Shame on you. Good for you. That's what you get.
Well, I tell you what, CJ, because this is what all ran through my head real quick. Because sometimes you have a bad relationship with somebody and you see an opportunity to repair it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I could participate in this campaign to help them, right? I could spread the word. Maybe it only brings them a couple of extra $100, whatever.
You know what? In my eyes,
hold on. The effort might have been enough to repair our rift, right? It might have been enough. But since I did not do that, if I walk in there now, they're going to be like, oh, where were you when we needed you? So not only did I not repair a rift by helping, but I probably made it worse by not even commenting on the situation with them.
You know what? In my eyes, if you went and helped them and try to help to raise some money for them, you would look more like shit to me than just as much as shit as they are, because you're supporting them for stealing.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. Like
ultimately, that's
I'm
why
okay with that, CJ. I'm okay with that.
But I think like what James said makes a point. Like
supporting.
So if it was if it was something that they, if they had been robbed, or if there was some sort of natural disaster, or if for whatever reason they had insurance but it didn't pay for it, or whatever,
it's a different thing. It's a different scenario altogether.
And maybe I could have taken the opportunity to be like, hey, this is a shop I used to frequent. Show these guys some love, spread the word. Maybe I could have done something like that. But in this case,
if the person was 90 years old, if the person was like 90 years old, did this for their entire lives, they didn't have anything, and this all they did like to survive, and they did it for the love and stuff like that. Maybe I'd have a little sympathy. Maybe I would have a little sympathy there, something like that. But under normal conditions, not a chance. It goes back to the same guys. Like, I'm gonna feel bad for people like ripping people off left and right and stealing when I gotta go pay my freaking taxes. Fuck them, man. Like seriously, fuck them. That fucking enraged me, man. Just like a lot of the people that they're going selling on Instagram and the YouTube things and stuff like that. They're cheating their taxes and all that stuff. Oh no! Don't send me through
don't leave your address.
Family.
Yeah.
Like, and they're asking for big money too. Like, send me $500 in friends and family. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Because we're friends. Get the fuck out of here, my friend. Find a new friend.
That reminds me, CJ, your friend payment is due.
Paper friend.
Thank you, Papa.
Let's have it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah, Papa's wishing you get well.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Papa.
I apologize for that story bringing out the CJ on the stream. I apologize. I guess I riled him up, but
you did rile me up because I'm sitting listening to you guys. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck me, man? Like, seriously. We're gonna sit there and sympathize for these fucking bastards. Get out of here, man.
Hey, 73 people sympathized and sent money. 73. Yeah. I thought that was a lot. I didn't think they get 10 people.
Dude, three people three people shouldn't even sympathize for them, but maybe their moms. Maybe their moms, they're like, their kids.
Well, in that case, they should
their
friends
mom-
and family them, right?
If they're a comic shop
Oh,
owner,
good.
their mom's not having any sympathy. They've already bailed them out 4 times.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
there was one
Unbelievable.
comic shop I remember they long since closed down, which is funny. That's kind of what y'all were saying. If they started this shit, they're gonna close, right?
The
Mhm.
fucking audacity,
there was-
dude. The
there was one-
audacity.
Let me finish. There was one that closed down not too long ago, but before they did, they were having financial troubles, and they did do like a post and a video and everything, but they didn't ask anybody for money. What they asked for was that they had extended credit to a lot of people in their pull list and in
Pay
their
your bills.
and they just asked them, please, if you owe us money, come pay it because we need the money to pay our bills to keep the
Totally
shop
fair.
open. And that I thought that was fine. Like I got no problem with that. Asking people to pay their bills is not the same as begging for money that they don't.
There's
owe.
absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know how many deadbeats end up stiffing shops and
Oh,
not
yeah.
paying their stuff, their pullers. I get that. That's not-
But I don't know, CJ. I kind of feel like they're not quite being transparent about that, because the majority of the comic shops will be the first one to hold books and see if they're gonna get hot and stuff like that. So when they show a stack of like, hey, this is people's pull list I haven't picked up. Our shop is doing horrible right now. Come pick up your shit. I don't really believe that sometimes. You know what I mean? Because
I'll tell you why I believe it. Listen, I'm not going to ever take the side of the LCSs because they fucked me a few times, especially with staff. Like mysteriously, the hottest book of the week is missing out of my stack or something like that. That's why I don't have a pull list anymore.
same here.
Yeah.
But
And this
but,
same shop
horrible
did that.
shop.
I was standing next to a guy. They did that too. And
but I
he
do
was
know
done.
people.
Yeah.
But I do know LCSs personally, and I personally helped them behind the counters where I've seen like 5 months worth of books unpicked up, like crazy stuff. Like we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars that haven't
Yeah,
been
I
picked up.
agree.
So it works. It works on two different dynamics. So if you're not picking up your stuff, you're really putting them in the hole at that point. But I
Yeah.
also blame the LCSs for not having better business model. I've told this to multiple LCSs, and I say this all the time. If you're gonna have a pull list, you got to have a deposit. No
Well-
deposit, no pull list. That's it.
But look, Papa's saying after 5K, they must have just been asking for money because it seems like they acted like they needed 25,000 to even pay off their tax bill and be able to open the shop again. Then they get 5,000 and are like, we're back open. Well, what was the other 20? You want us to pay your entire tax bill? Everything you've owed for the last 3 years, you want us to pay? I mean, what?
Their lawyer to negotiate a deal.
You guys got some bad shops, man. Because I tell you, my shop, if I ordered on pre-order, it's there, and if it's not there, it's usually because they didn't get shorted on the shipment, and I get it the following week. If
Pre-order the website, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
For
See,
pre-
like, but there's a lot of shops that won't even do that, and I don't know why. It's like, why can't I just go in the previous book, order what I want, and just have it come to me and put it in my box?
I got my shop,
But I think there might be like a fee or something like that attached to it, and I feel like that's why they don't want to do it.
I don't see.
It used to be really streamlined, and everybody was trying to get on it when Diamond was still doing
I remember that.
pre-COVID when Diamond was doing it all because it was super convenient. The problem was once COVID came and it fractured, so there's a lot of shops that didn't get on it yet, didn't want to get on it because now, even though you can use it to order all this stuff, they still have to take those orders and go parse them out into other places because you got Lunar and you got Penguin and you got all this other stuff. But I mean, my shop, you start off with a pull list. You have a limit on how many books you can have in there, and then after that, once you've been going there and you have a track record, you can still only stack up 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, they cut you off, and they'll stop adding stuff to your list unless you specifically work something out with them to go, because they're going to limit their liability, because that becomes, the older those books sit there, even
Yeah, they're just decreasing in value.
they decrease. Yeah, if somebody doesn't take them all, or it doesn't take them at all, they're not going to sell most of them.
Well, this same shop was famous for a hot book that nobody could get, even if it was on your pre-orders. They were shorted. Only like 10 people would get the book and nobody else would get the book. And then that they had, or I always felt like they had a little eBay store going out of the back, and they would just try and sell those books for as much money as they could get.
A lot
And
of
then
places
if there were
do
any
that
left
though.
over, they would holler at people and be like, "Oh, we got 5 more in." And it'd be
Yeah.
like 5 days later after the book had already dropped, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
the
oh yeah,
mysterious-
they finally sent us some more. Like, what a bunch of crap.
Well, that does happen.
Yeah, I don't think it happens as often as they use it as an excuse
Well,
to
that
hold
happens,
key books back.
Well, we
yeah,
get-
well,
we especially get it.
it's like the oldest trade of the book. Or they'll say you, sorry, yours got lost. I didn't have enough for you. I'll try this. I love this line. I'll try to reorder a copy for you. Yeah, bullshit. Reorder.
Yeah.
Who reorder?
If something's sold out, they may not be able to order more of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But at least for me, I don't. For those of us on the West Coast, look, that distribution, those things come across the country half the time, and orders get split up once especially when they start going UPS or FedEx, whatever. They're not coming pallet unless you're getting pallet loads of stuff.
Why is it always the key book that week? Why is it always the hot book that nobody knew was going to be hot, and all of a sudden it's hot, and that's the same book that got lost? Every other book is on the shelf except 20 copies of the book
I don't
that you
know.
expect.
My shop has they never have that problem. They always just simply say, "Oh, did you order it?" Nope. Oh, well, okay. Well, we ran out. Sorry. Maybe you should have ordered it. Would you like to start a freaking order?
Yeah, if it's that easy, then yeah, I get it. But if
I don't have
the
problems.
shop doesn't offer that, then it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, they had pre-orders, but they were stiffing pre-order customers. People who had pre-ordered a book because
you don't know who you don't know who to believe though, Bubs. Like I knew a shop that used to hold variants like 1 in 25s to 1 in and higher for like a week or two, and if they didn't take off, he put them out on the floor. So it's like, you're risking, like, you're looking forward to it going up. Yeah. But so if people try, hey, I wanted that ratio or this and that. Oh no, we don't have it. We never got it in. And next thing you know,
which place
on
have you
their-
ever seen that sells ratios at cover price? They never sell them at cover price.
I mean, but you're not supposed to really though.
That
Like,
doesn't matter.
You're supposed to do whatever you want as a business owner.
I get the little ratios I get, there's certain ones where I go, like, I want like all the Star Wars ratios, 1 in 25s. They automatically, as a subscriber, because if they have it, they have an order of people who've requested it, and then they'll automatically pull it for me, and I don't have to go rush to the store to try to fight people to try to get the ratio, whatever else, and they know that I'm buying it. And then if it's one where they think this week this book is just off the craziness, and like he called me one time, and he said, "Hey, this week's 1 in 25 is going for like $180. We're going to list it at 150." He's like, "Oh, do you want it in your pull box?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to skip it at 150. He goes, "Okay." So he at least gave me the right of refusal.
yeah.
It was upfront with me of they're going to charge close to what it's already going for because they're going to get theirs. And I don't begrudge them for that. That's where they make their
I
money.
guess that's okay. They can prices they want.
Oh, let me ask you something. Is there anything wrong with stores saying, listen, you want a pull box? We need a deposit in place at all times that's a certain percentage of what your books are every month. Is there something wrong with that? In order for them to secure themselves and for you to be able to guarantee that your books are going to come in?
But
I
that's
don't
the thing,
understand
they
why
can't
they just
guarantee
prepay.
it.
I think
They
it's
won't-
just
Well, they better guarantee if you're putting a deposit on it.
No, because they're also relying on
break loose.
they're also relying on somebody to fulfill that order, and a lot of times it doesn't happen.
Either that or we get
Or what if it's damaged?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get damages.
Well, listen, that's beyond their control. Damage. I'm talking about them actually having a book for you.
Hey,
That's out
look-
of their control sometimes too, though.
let's say hypothetically here, maybe you're excited for Ultimate Black Panther #1, the A cover. You go ahead and put it on your list, and mysteriously, Penguin loses 12,000 copies.
Well, Penguin
They're-
will
and they go to allocation, where they go around and they tell all the shops, okay, you get 80% of what you ordered, and because we have to spread what we have around, so the shop only gets in 80% what they got. Hopefully,
yeah, but with those situations, Penguin will have to add more to the supply in order to fill it later on. You might,
right.
you know, so the people that lost out on that Black Panther are going to get it within 2-3
Right.
weeks.
So your shop hopefully gets enough to cover all the pre-orders, but maybe they and so it's just the people who walk in that lose out. But maybe they don't. Maybe a couple people don't end up with not getting copies. You know, it's not the retailer's fault that the manufacturer short shipped or put something on allocation because of some sort of supply issue. It
Yeah,
happened.
but you talk about something that's different, that's been documented and all that. You know, that's a little bit different from what like the random I don't know, World Tree or whatever book that gets hot out of nowhere that people are
Right, but you used a blanket statement of guarantee, right? If
no.
you're going to use
When I say guarantee, is they
you're gonna use
guarantee to fulfill their duties to you as a
with
shop owner,
limitations.
and then you give a guarantee that you're going to buy the
So it
book.
sounds like along with this deposit, you need to sign the terms of service that includes some various terms and conditions that apply back and forth. Great.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Holy,
I don't understand why it's not 100% prepay. I mean,
want to buy
like
some comics.
I get my pre-orders
I
from
don't see anything wrong with that.
mycomicshop.com and I prepay 100%. The books come in, I pay for it when I order.
But they have a system going on. That's their system, though. Like if you,
It's a bullshit system.
yeah, but not all shops do that though. Like if I go to my LCS and try to order 25 copies so I could get of the 1 in 25 variant, I'll be like, let me buy 25 copies of this book, and it's just so I could get the incentive variant. They'll do it and they'll even give me the discount, but they won't even take my money because it's like they can't even guarantee that it'll come in.
Well, that's why I said a percentage. I didn't say
They
the
just
full
give your
amount.
money back if that's the case. I mean, just say we didn't get them. Here's your money back.
Yeah, exactly. There's no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get it. They're losing money. You're losing it. You know,
in my area though, we only have one. That one shop is the only real shop in the area. So I mean, it's like
no, that's untrue.
I drive another hour to get to another
the
shop.
power of the World Wide Web. That's what you have.
Yeah, but in the World Wide Web, you got to pay. That's my point. The only people that are giving you credit towards a pull list are local shops. You're not going online and being like, I want 25 books. And they're like, okay, if they ever come in, you can pay us. Like, that's not how that works.
That's true. But if you're prepaying online, you're going to also get it with 35% off or even more sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
So, with bags and boards.
Yeah.
So
I guess I sort of always.
Yes, though. What happens when they're going out of business or they get busted for tax evasion, and now they don't have the money to now pay everybody back their deposits? That would be my concern with me leaving.
Well, what's more, it's a percentage.
There's a certain each way. There's a gamble, right? Whether they take something from you and give you credit, or whether or not you give them money and put them on. So relationships matter because, like my LCS, one of the things that they do periodically is they'll do what they call their gift card sales. You can buy gift cards $500 or $1,000, and so it's like if I buy $1,000 gift card, they give me $1,200 in credit on top. So I get 20. So I'm getting a 20% discount essentially on top of my subscriber discount that I'm getting off the items. That's a trust on my part when I give them $1,000, but I've got a relationship I built up with them. They've been in business for many years. Everything's good, and I'll take advantage of it because then that means for the next 2.5-3 months at least, I'm not paying out of pocket for books, and I got a nice discount on stuff.
And Rob, how much of a discount do you get at your shop for your new books?
Just as a normal subscriber, it's 10%.
See, that's bullshit.
That's nothing, dude. It should be 30%.
Okay, so
I would say
there are certain shops that do bigger amounts. Certain shops.
Both of you guys are talking to. What did you say, Rob?
So certain shops may do different things, different amounts. I understand that. I don't begrudge my shop only giving it 10%, They do business in the Silicon Valley. Their fucking rent is 5 times what a normal comic book shop is. The California's minimum wage is
I mean,
5 times what it is.
let's,
Rob,
they don't have to be there, Rob. They can go to Modesto and set up there.
They could, but then I won't be shopping there, will I?
yeah, but you know what, Rob? That's an excuse a lot of shops use to cover a lot of their
That their
own
cost is
expenses.
high. Wait, no. This is
Listen, in
no.
New
Hold
York,
on.
we
Hold
got a
on,
lot of expenses
CJ.
here too.
Stop. Your cost of doing business. If a shop is going to run, you're talking about the shop shouldn't be running a business in such a way that they've got to rely on stealing people's taxes. Well, they're running their business in a manner in which that they can be profitable, that they can afford to pay their employees, provide them with benefits, and all these other things, given what their fixed costs are, as well as their variable costs. So if they've determined it's a 10%, it's great. As a consumer, I have a choice. I can choose not to shop there because they only do a 10%, and the shop down the street might do a 30%. But what issues does that shop have? I have issues with getting my books on time. I have issues with this. I just sat here and told you guys through all these things. I have none of these issues.
Yeah.
That's worth an extra, what is it? On $5, 20%, 20%, it's $1. So is it worth $1 an issue to me for that?
No.
Over a
And
year,
just having them local
yes.
too, having them right there. I mean, that's got to make a big thing.
Over a
Just be
year,
able to go
yes,
down to the
it
shop
does
and
make a
get it.
difference if you're buying a lot of new books a month.
To me, I'm totally. I don't care. I'm happy with the 10%, and then I get, like I said, I get the other 20% with the gift card, whatever.
Do they at least give you bag and boards?
I don't ask for them because I just throw them away.
Same here.
Because I use my own bags and boards, right? So
That's your OCD, right?
yeah. Well,
Hey,
I don't like the freebie bags and boards.
speaking of OCD, what's up, JD?
What's up, guys?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good.
What do you think about all this bullshit we're talking, dude?
You guys had a good topic here, and I was going with Rob's fat stacks. I'm totally agree with him exactly on LCSs because mine takes care of me and gives me 10%, gives me bags and boards,
And then more water,
and
please.
they don't ask for a deposit, but they do limit you to like three comic pull lists until you're a regular buyer. Then they'll
Like
let you
three series.
yes,
Okay.
because they want you to build a relationship and not leave them with you pull 20 titles and then you leave and you never show up. There's no
like
money
that.
there. So I agree to that part, but they
Well,
don't.
that part is understandable, but at the same time, as far as the expense format, do you think the rent over by you is more expensive than Midtown Manhattan?
No, it's not.
Okay,
My shop's also not selling a billion issues online and getting the same volume that Midtown's getting. My shop is a little local shop that sells only to people who walk in the door.
Yep.
Well, there's another dozen shops that are within the same radius that are giving out the same discount. That are not Midtown Comics.
Well, they'll probably have to compete then. I mean, that's part of it.
But they're
They're
surviving.
competing for that. Yeah.
I feel like my area is like they do 30% off of pull list. I don't know.
And the base is 15 to 20%. Some places will give you 25. If you pre-order ahead of time, like 2 months or 3 months ahead of time, you get 35% off.
Oh, wow.
That's how it works. And now, if you're like a gold standard customer that does a lot of volume, you can get up to 40%
I'm
off.
trying to think how much margin is really in those books for those shops, especially now that you have. It's not like the old days where everything came from one distributor and you could have consolidated shipping costs.
Mhm.
Some of these shops now, like my shop's 3 different order platforms, 3 different shipping charges, where before it used to be a single shipping charge.
Thank you.
And from that aspect, I can't imagine that they're running. Yeah, even if they're getting 50 points margin on those comics, right? All of a sudden 30, you give up 30 points. You got to move a lot of comics if you're clearing a whole $1 profit per book or you have to have something else that's really your money maker, and your weeklies are just what you're expecting to have people walk in the door for, right?
Well, that's the model. You have the weeklies to walk in the door for. They sell other products along with, and then the big
Right.
money is
And
from
as
the
I
back
said,
issues.
my shop doesn't do extensive back issues. That's a choice that they choose to do. They have some, but not a huge quantity. So it's, they're more games, board games and dice games and all that other stuff, and they put on all kinds of tournaments and stuff for that as a game shop, and that's a much more stable business model for them, probably with better margin and everything else. But
The back
agree,
issues
Rob.
is definitely a big part of the business, like very big part of the business.
Yeah, and the card and the gaming stuff. A lot of these shops, they rely on those people to be in the shop basically all day, like living at the shop.
Not so much over
And they're
here.
selling like
cards and
Cokes
gaming.
and hot dogs and bags of chips, and they're making money on that stuff too, just trying to keep them in the shop.
The gaming stuff is not really that big over here in most of the shops, because you don't have the room. You don't have the room to have like game rooms and like big tables and all that stuff. And online, they do a lot of business online as well.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
big portion.
Yeah, every shop is different. They do things differently. You got shops that do whatnot now. I mean, you got shops that do live sales.
Why wouldn't you? If you had a shop, why wouldn't you have a whatnot? Why wouldn't you have a eBay? Why wouldn't you have all that?
That was one of the
That's a
reasons that
hassle.
I left my LCS, was because because when they brought up my review on that, I said, all right, you want to talk about what kind of shop you are? Let's talk about it. So we got into it, and I was like, look, you guys, you buy all these collections from the community, from my community, from where all our fellow collectors are. You take all those books, you buy them by the damn long box, and then they never end up in the back issue bins here. None of it. None of it goes on the wall. None of it goes in the back issues. You hoard it backstage. You put your prices on it. You sell them on Facebook and on eBay and everything else. And I have to sign in that. He's like, well, you could watch the Facebook live sales. I'm like, I'm here right now. I'm here right now.
Especially if it's an auction. It's like, dude, come on,
So you're auctioning this crap.
Look,
The
I'm not going to
on
begrudge
eBay
them
and
for
the
that.
cheaper stuff you're putting on claim now. And I don't even get to see it because I'm a working man and I'm busy working.
Yeah.
Well,
a few years ago, James he rounded up a bunch of his friends, went comic shopping, and they didn't find shit. Right? Remember that, James? They didn't find shit, but later on that night, they had a live sale and had all this stuff. And it's just like, what the fuck? We were just there.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm not going to begrudge them.
Why?
For like splitting up their inventory on sales and stuff like that. Because
I did.
Well, you could, but I'm not, because I'm being realistic about it, because they got to keep the place sustained. They're not ripping anybody off.
I'm being realistic too. If I come into a shop every day, I should have a chance to buy something out of the 5 collections you purchased this week. You price them, you put them out, you put the big books on the wall, and after a week, when you try and sell them back to the community from which you took them, it would be nice to give us a shot at them for a day. Put them out for a single fucking day.
So CJ,
get a chance to buy that book.
If they need to keep the lights on, well, maybe they'd only give a 10% discount instead of a 30.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a 10% discount. No bags, no boards. I'll bring my own, and that way I don't have to worry about you cheating me on bags. You sorry sons of bitches, give me none. More boards, less bags.
So would you prefer they had them in the shop at eBay prices?
I don't care what price they put them at.
Oh,
it needs to be available. It needs to be available, even if it's at eBay prices. It should be available to the shop. I'm not asking for a discount. I'm asking for the ability to walk in, dig through a box, and pull out a book that might be worth more than $1.
As long as they're priced, and they're not pricing you at the register.
No, but he's talking about a brand new book where you shouldn't hike the price on a book that just released on Tuesday or Wednesday. Back issues, yeah, you can mark up your prices. If
I thought we were talking about back issues.
We were talking about back issues. JD fell asleep. He
started
started smiling really hard, and sometimes I think the serotonin or whatever gets in his brain. And
He's edging. He's edging. Leave him alone, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But it sounds like
he's wearing his PJs on his head somehow. I don't know what that means.
To me, it sounded like you said you walk in and get it. Why are you gonna wait on the first week, yeah, let it go, cover price. But after the fact, they do have to pay for their light and rent. So I do agree with Comic Journey on that part.
No, we're talking about back issues. I'm talking about when they buy a collection from the community. So a collection walks in the door, and then they price it, and then they hold it for a live sale that night on Facebook instead of putting it out in the shops where the customers who are there every day on their pull list or whatever can't dig through and pick them out. I don't care if they want me to pay the eBay prices. I'm okay with that. But give me the opportunity to buy a book that came from my own community. I don't think that's
so let
too
me
much
ask you
to ask.
something. If they get a collection out of somebody and they don't even sell it on eBay, they don't sell it in the store, and they already have a buyer lined up to buy that collection for them.
Yeah, that's different.
Why is
That's
it
different, but they don't. What it is that they laid them all on the table when they first came in. They took a big picture of it, and they're going to use it for a thumbnail on Whatnot. And now they got to be like, oh, I can't sell this book because I already promised that I would try and auction it on Whatnot. I'm like, what really?
Yeah,
That's not a real thing.
well, me and JD know of a place that they when they get new inventory, they'll process it, and then if you're there that day where they're done processing it, you have first dibs always.
That's usually how it works, though. Like in most shops.
I don't know. I think that James said he had a good example when he went to the shops, found absolutely nothing. Then later on that night, there were keys.
Yeah, real keys.
That's bullshit, dude. Like
That's
that,
bullshit.
yeah, you can't run that business. I mean, you can, but it's not going to work out good for you because they're not going to want to take that time to go to your store anymore. Think about it. He had a huge group of 3. Okay. And the potential of
each one of them was big. We got you.
They could have just made a sale like that, even charged tax, and James would have bought it. But he wasn't even given that opportunity.
This same shop, another thing that me and this shop got into, very similar to what you're talking about. There was a collect. I was there shooting the shit, right? Just talking or whatever, picking up a couple of bags, boards, whatever. And a guy came in with a short box, and he's going through the short box, and he's trying to sell the short box to the comic shop. The shop's like, I don't know how much you want for it. He's like, if I get this many a book, and they're like, that seems kind of high. You got a couple things in here, but honestly, we're not interested. And he pulled out a couple of decent books, and I'm thinking, well, I could probably. So I said, do you mind if I look at them? And I asked the shop and him, like the guy that was selling the books, do you mind if I look at him? I might want a couple of those. And the guy got pissed. The owner got pissed. And he was like, do it outside. You can't look at him in here. I'm like, I can't look. They're right here.
Here's a thing, dude.
I was like, okay, fine. So we did it outside. I picked out a couple of books. The guy was super nice and sold me a few books. I went back in and they were pissed. Yeah. And they're like, I can't believe you can't be doing deals outside. I said, you told me I couldn't do a deal inside. Now you can't tell me. Now you're telling me I can't do a deal outside. I'm supposed to just be like, oh, there goes some books I would have bought. I wish somebody would have bought them so they could have sold them to me.
See, what the fuck? Here's the thing, Bubs. When it comes to stuff like that, you got to stay in your lane.
Yep.
Because the thing is he's probably working up to something where he lets a guy leave and then knowing that he'll come back and be like, look, you're just fucking... I've done that once and I felt like shit about it, but I was really happy about the books that I got though. Not gonna lie.
They didn't even want the books. If
but
playing some bullshit mind game with this guy.
But let me tell you,
buy the 5 books I care about.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this though. The owner of that shop or booth didn't know I did that. So that's the difference. Okay.
I did it right in front of him because I'm asking. I'm like, hey. James, I would have been okay if I was like, hey, I want to buy these 5 books. If you guys want to buy those 5 books from him and I'll pay you $1 more, like if I would have been okay with that.
They probably were banking on him just leaving the box there, honestly.
And saying, I don't want him.
You know what? I don't want him. Can I just leave him here? I've seen that happen before.
Maybe I interrupted. I hadn't thought about that.
There was a time where some guy took there were 2 grocery bags full of comic books, and he walked in and the shop owner automatically said, oh, we don't buy back issues, we don't buy books.
Wow.
And he's just like, well, there's nothing I can do with them. what can like, and they're like, you can leave them outside, but we don't want them. So he left them outside. I fucking went and ganked them.
Anything good in there?
It was so long ago. I don't remember. I
Did you
know
keep the
there's like
trash bags and use them.
yeah, for sure.
Reduce,
Yeah,
reuse.
I took them to Kroger's and wait, we don't have a Kroger's out here. Never mind.
At least he came with bags.
Yeah.
I said he told me a story about a bunch of comics and 2 grocery bags. Then he put a stamp on it and sent it in the mail.
Yeah.
eBay mail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
they were probably working up to something, Bubs.
Yeah, they probably were.
And yeah,
But they were terrible at it. The guy was pissed, and they told him to leave. They had already told him. It's not like I was like, "Hey, what's going on? I'll check out these books." No, they were like, "Sorry, we don't want them." Thanks, and he was like, "All right, I guess I'll take him." And he was fucking picking up the box and leaving.
yeah.
So unless they were gonna try and pull some fucking Columbo, oh, one more thing, sir.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna try and pull some shit like that, they had told him to go kick rocks.
I would say Bub's proper protocol is probably you should have just walked out outside after the guy and just dealt with him outside without like kind of making
I mean, they would have known. They were pissed that I did the deal at all. They would have known if I'd been like, "Hey, I'll meet you around the corner." Or some shit.
It's kind of like you shouldn't be doing deals like that inside the other guy's business. It's kind of like unwritten rule.
So, Bubs, I'll tell you real quick my story. It's not very long, but I was at a guy's booth looking through his book, and it's a regular booth that I go to all the time. I had a little stock, okay, that I was gonna buy from him, and some kid, not a kid, he was like maybe like 19, came over with a plastic bag of books. Okay, and one of them was there was a couple books I wanted. There's a Gwenpool or Howard the Duck 1, first appearance of Gwenpool, the variant, the Ron Lim variant, the very expensive one. I didn't have one at the time. And then he had the Deadpool Secret Wars 2 variant, the one with the pink cover. That one and a first Spider-Gwen, I believe. He had other stuff too, but the guy from the booth looked through his stuff and he goes, "You know what? Like, I don't really deal with modern books," and he didn't. I knew exactly the type of books he dealt with. He was more comfortable doing Silver Age and stuff like that. So he goes, "I'll be honest with you. Like, there's nothing I could do with this stuff. Like, I can't even throw you an offer." So it would have been so easy for me to just jump in and be like, "Let me see what you got," and shit like that. But I waited for that fucker to walk away. Then I grabbed my sack and I said, "Hey, I gotta go take a shit real quick. Let me leave these here." He's like, "Yeah, sure." So the guy just gave up and was walking back to his car outside. And I said, "Hey, man, can I ask you a question?" He goes, "What's up?" I go, "Are you selling books? I saw you at the booth selling books. If you are, can I check them out?" He's like, "Oh yeah, like nobody's offering me anything for these books." And I was just like, "Okay, let me see what you got." I picked out the ones that I wanted. I was like, "All right, we're like, what are you asking on this?" And we agreed to a price. It was fucking amazing deal. We were both happy. And I went back to the booth that I was at, and I bought the stack that I had from him. I actually took some books out because I had spent a lot already.
That's a great plan. This is an open store, big, wide open store with all glass fronts. There's not a spot in the parking lot that they can't see from the counter. There was zero way that I could have went outside, chased this motherfucker down, and told them I was going to go take a dump, then ran outside and got a couple of books.
If they tell the guy to go and he leave, once he walks out the door and he's in the parking lot, he's fair game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I kind of look at it.
Or you could have went outside and they couldn't. It's not like they can hear you outside either. You could have been like, "Yo, meet me at the gas station of the corner." Yeah. Let's make a deal.
We're
gonna go take a shit.
Well, if you actually let the guy leave, and he steps outside of the place and he's gone, then he's fair.
But no, I get it. I mean, I was just at the con I was at this weekend. I saw some guy bring a bunch of stack of slabs, and the guy, same thing. He said, "Oh, I he looked at him real quick, said, "I don't do moderns. I don't do anything." So, and sure enough, he's like, unless it's video game. That was the only thing that he did that was sort of modern was
Oh,
video
nice.
game books. Otherwise, it had to be Bronze Age or older.
Random.
I'll also say this: I've done this a couple times. I shop where I'm familiar with the.
Hold on.
With his big
I love
8-0.
when you call me Big Papa.
Nice.
Congrats.
Flexing.
I didn't know if that was ever going to get shipped out.
Look at him flexing.
Very nice.
That was from the
First
big
is first,
crossover.
Very
baby.
nice book.
I'll tell you something I've done a couple times in LCS is where I'm like very, very familiar with the. Like I have a love-hate relationship with the owners where we know each other for a lot of years.
You love them, they hate you.
No, I love to hate them.
Oh, there's another shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So babe, but they
That's what I
love
thought.
me because I give them my money. So I call it.
Yeah.
I call it a few times where collections come in, they have no interest. I can see they have no interest. I grab the guy at the side. I say, listen, buy this collection. I'll take it off your hands right away. I'll give you a couple extra bucks and that's it. And they'll do it. Like let's say they buy the collection for 100, 200 bucks. I'll give them, 220 for it and call it a day.
Walk in and go buy it directly yourself.
Because
chase them outside. You lazy?
instead of going through that runaround, I'll do it, and then at the end of the day, it gets me a couple extra points with the LCS where I
Sure,
can get
why not?
something else running.
Fair enough.
Hey guys, I gotta go take a shit. I'm gonna leave the stack of books right here. I'll be right
It's
back.
politics.
And that's how I ended up with My Strange Adventures 1, because Bubs walked away. No.
But sometimes it's politics, man. LCS politics.
For sure. Yeah, Rob, you were describing your shop and it with the whole like 10% thing, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely the same type of shop I have. Well, my main LCS where I get my pull doesn't have back issues like that kind of thing. It's just new comics and then the video game, or not the video game. I'm sorry, the board game. I don't even know what people play. Board games, the card games, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's fun. It works out well just because there's shops around here that have extensive back issue bins and slabs and stuff. And like I don't think the only time my shop has ever had a slab in the shop is either because I've brought it in to share because I'm good friends with one of the managers, or whenever once in a blue moon when somebody actually uses them as a facilitator and the slabs come back from CGC. Although they don't deal with them or nothing, and that works out well for me because I would be spending so much money there if every week when I went to go to my pickup I'm surrounded by that type of stuff. It would be just devastating to my wallet, whereas this allows me to get in there. I can scan their wall of what they think their high value books are, and knowing that there's not a book on the wall that's more than maybe $120, so it's no big deal, and go, oh, okay, nothing there I'm interested in. Cool, and we grab my stuff and walk on out of here.
Yeah.
Rob, I got a question for you. Like, on an average, how many modern books do you get a month?
Well, it's challenging because Batman and Spider-Man fucking put out a hell of a lot of books, but I don't get all of them. I don't know. I think there's probably over the course of a month, 14 or 15. Well, no, because Star Wars shit. It's probably comes up just shy of maybe 20 books a month, probably.
For the whole month?
Yeah.
All right,
Not counting variants, right? Because I do play the variant game sometime. I play the incentive game a lot because I take care of my shop on that stuff. But just actual titles, it's probably like 17 or 18 titles. And then the oddball, trade paperback when Weird Science EC stuff comes out and I pick up one of those.
Yeah, so it's not as much as I thought. It's basically about $100 a month worth of new books that you're talking about.
No. It's I spend probably on average because of the variants and the incentives. I typically spend right about somewhere between $80 to $100 a week.
Yeah, a week.
Yes.
Did you ever consider doing like your own Penguin account or Diamond account?
I like to support the local business.
I'm just saying.
I have a relationship with my local shop, and
Well,
they email me and say, "Hey, I see this is coming out. This is the type of stuff you normally order. Did you see it on the list? Because I don't see it's not on your pull list." Oh no, I missed it. Great, go ahead and pull up for me. Or no, yeah, I did see it. I'm not interested in that this time. Okay, cool. Those types of things I wouldn't get if I was trying to do it all myself and all that other crazy shit. I don't want to deal with
Well, it sounds like your shop is doing something right, and that's why you stay with them.
Yeah, it does.
There's not the shops that are closing down. They're not like they're. I feel like they're doing something wrong, and that's
Poor
why.
business.
Yeah.
Poor business.
Ultimately, yeah. Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
they're
I mean,
blaming everything under the moon that's everybody else's fault, the economies. And yeah, the economy, it does affect their businesses. But number one comes down to poor business. When you got a shop and it looks like shit, and you don't pick up a broom to fucking sweep your shop to make it look nice and neat and
and
clean.
shit isn't priced out until you bring it to the counter.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I'm
yeah, I
talking
get
about
it.
very basic shit as a business owner and having pride in your business. No, that goes a long way as far as sustaining and keeping your business going.
Yo, we have our chemist in the house. What's up, dude?
What up, dude?
Yeah.
The pricing thing is a whole other animal altogether.
I'll be honest with you, Rob. I feel like they do treat you well, but I think that 10% is still like not that great because I right CJ, right JD,
But
like
I get what you're saying, but I
disagree with
would
you.
have a talk with them and say, like, the least they could do is bump it up to 15%.
They could. Maybe they could. Maybe they couldn't. But you know what? When I go, I don't have any issues. The other day, I was picking. They had a bunch of Bronze Age horror stuff in the box. I was pulling them out. I pulled them out, and I just said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. He just counts them real quick. Didn't even bother to look at the prices, and he just counted them, did the math to figure out what it was per book, and said, "All right, you're cool."
mhm.
Because whereas other guys, I'll see them sit there and fucking pull up the calculator and scrutinize and shit,
Yeah.
because there's a difference in the relationship that's been developed, right? So one hand, we scratch each other's back. It's all good.
Yeah.
I definitely get that. I get that. But also money talks. You know what I'm saying?
But
You're a
here's
good
the thing,
customer.
CJ.
You're a good customer.
I have never. One of the things I grew up and learned is that I will pay for service. I will. There's a reason when I had to dress, appropriately. When I was in sales, I would fucking go to Nordstrom, and I had a personal fucking shopper who was there that would help me to fucking. He'd show me, here's the new ties that came in that I know that you like, and all this stuff. And I paid a premium for that stuff
Mhm.
because there was a certain level of service that went with that. I have the means that allows me. Unfortunately, I have a very good, well-paying job that allows me to do that kind of stuff. That I don't have to worry about the 5% here or 5% there on a $5 comic book. That I'll pay for the service that I like, the convenience that's there for me, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a
No,
different mentality. No matter how much money I have, I'm still like, I'm not paying it.
I'm not saying
well, shit, you're from New York. That's why, man.
I'm not saying I'm going to pay a premium
And
for
your
stupid
LCS
stuff.
hates you. So
But
Honestly,
Love,
that might
love,
be it.
hate, love, hate. Yeah.
That just might be it. My New York upbringing might be what makes me always like constantly like.
I like to be a fancy dandy.
Mhm.
Listen, I like my fancy shit too, and I like to be pampered, and I like to be taken care of too. But I also want to get my money's worth.
Hey, CJ, this mustache says I'm freaking premium, baby.
right.
Rob, on that part, Rob's Fast Stacks, I have to 100% agree with him. They take care of
You're wrong,
me.
Rob,
My
you're
pull
being
list
that.
is always there. No, that way.
Other Rob doesn't know. He doesn't even
That's
have.
right. He said my name, which is better than pointing.
But
Yeah.
Say my name.
with all
Say
the
my name,
coverage,
Daddy.
it's always on my pull list. I don't have to worry if it's been sold. I know even if it's going to be reordered, if they say Diamond or whatever messes up the books, my LCS will tell me I'll have it in 3 weeks. I have no worries. It's always there, and I get 10%. I take it as a plus because there's another shop that was I used to go to didn't give me discounts at all. And
Oh,
then some books were not there on my pull list. When I asked, I go, wait, I had a couple of books here. I'm missing them. And they actually told me, oh, we gave it to somebody who spends more than you.
oh, fuck that shit.
Oh,
So
That's the worst thing you can tell me.
Told you
Yeah.
that?
Yes. So I said,
That's-
They
that's the
straight
problem.
up told you that?
Wow.
That's the worst thing you could tell me, because after that, it's like, take my shit. So what happened with me is
At
I
least lie to
had
me before you fuck me.
I had a pull list a couple of times actually, and one of them, I just wanted the A variant.
Mhm.
You know, it was Batman, and simple. And one day they give me this fucking like Looney Tune variant, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I go, "I just want the regular covers." Like, oh, one of the owner's friends wanted the cover too, and they gave it to him, and I was like, I mean, it's essentially what they told you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Crazy.
okay, well, then I don't want to do this pull list anymore. I'll just come and pick up the books myself. And like, oh, really? Like, why? And I had like,
Why?
maybe
Because you give me
five,
fucking Looney Tunes. That's why.
yeah, I had like 5 books, 5 series on pull, and it was just like, yeah, just take them all off. I don't like, either I'll go somewhere else where they don't fuck around like that, or I just won't do it.
See, but you would go back to the store. I wouldn't. Like, I would close them out.
It took me a while to go back, honestly.
I would
Because
go back.
I didn't go to that store particularly for the new books. I went for the back issues, So that if they fucked me over in the back issue section, then yeah, I wouldn't go. Yeah.
It's different to me. You do me once, it's dirty to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it. Like,
For
you know,
me,
I
it comes
don't-
down to principle.
It's tainted.
it's tainted. Yeah, I don't want it. I like,
Yeah.
you know who I don't go to, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to say their name, but I'll never spend my hard-earned money on them.
Yeah.
If it pays for their lights, pays for anything, for their rent,
Yeah.
my money's not going to go to them anymore. That's just,
I'm with you. It's all principle with me.
so like to that part.
But
that's
you
where
you don't hold it against me that I still go with them, right?
No, everybody's there. They do whatever they want, but don't expect me to, go say hi to them. I'm not going to be fake about it.
I
I
didn't even
don't
say hi to them.
Do you have any other options other than them to go to?
Oh yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I don't hold it against you, but I think you're a sucker for going to them when you could go to other places.
No, he doesn't go
I
to
don't go to them. Rob, Rob has good relationship with them. They did me dirty, so I don't go.
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
I don't spend my money with them.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to CJ about it. I'm like, the guy's a scatterbrain, and he's not really trying to come up on people. Like I don't feel like he really is.
Listen, if
You know,
he's defective, that's a different story. But if if he's like doing it and screwing you over, that's different as well.
Well, I just don't like the fact that JD doesn't give the mentally challenged a second chance.
He's not mentally challenged.
I know. I mean, scatterbrain, that could be up.
Different things. That's two different things.
Yeah.
No, but I do give props to James because he didn't go to but I think that's for James's own good too, though, honestly, because not like he ever would he ever fuck me over. He's never fucked James over, but we know the type of person
edge
he
him, though?
is. Huh?
Did he edge him though?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we bring it back full circle.
Fuck the Monday.
Speaking of edging, what's up, Caroline?
That's the wrong end.
It's it's the yeasty Caroline today. How's everything going?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Really,
Phil hooked you up with some Vagisil earlier.
well, I mean, so Phil and I have this thing where we, try and embarrass one another, and you've really taken to it.
Well, you got to clean those dildos. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because if you don't, it just gets it's gross,
Yeah, for sure. Maybe
Musty.
run them under hot water every once in a while.
Mhm. Yeah,
And the
give it a good
dildos, too.
soaping. Dial soap gets rid of all the.
It's like a
Oh,
full circle. I
goodness
think Caroline
gracious.
Kirby and Rob early this morning, and now I'm hanging out with him tonight.
I know it's crazy, dude.
Crazy.
Today's a long day.
One big family, you know.
I
But
mean,
it goes back to dildos. The morning I walked into, I turned on the stream and it was just about penises or dildos. I
oh
was like, what the
yeah,
hell am I
it
listening
was
to?
full circle back to dick.
Yes,
Were we talking about that this morning?
yes.
Yeah. On Legion.
Legions.
Oh, that's
You remember-
right.
Mhm.
I
was
watched
talking
that.
about
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
you-
remember.
Well, I mean, you got the new age Dr. Ruth right here in Lady Fantastic, so
to me.
it's gonna go to dildos eventually.
Well, you know, if you're not in a committed relationship, you too deserve to have pleasure and your needs met, and you can do that with self-operated toys.
I'll
Wait,
pass.
self-operated? I don't know. I don't
Huh?
want to set it and forget it.
Hard pass on that, but I appreciate you bringing that to the table.
Yes,
You're
why-
married, and it'd be weird if you used dildos.
I know, huh? Imagine.
yourself.
Why would it be
Is there
weird
any
because
such?
you're married?
Is there such a thing as weird
Huh?
anymore?
Why
It
would
doesn't
be-
matter actually. It's
don't
you
think
know
it's a thing
because it's a
anymore.
supplement. It's
I don't want to be vulnerable. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying that it's
You get to
pretty
pick the
much
color.
the only alternative if you're not in a physical relationship with somebody, but it's
Mhm.
also a supplement to physical relationships. No
Mhm.
judgment
Makes sense.
here.
Same.
Yeah, no judgment here.
Get your battery powered love on.
Whatever works for you.
I'm not your judge,
don't-
right, JD?
I don't stay happily married for over 35 years.
Damn. Use protection too, by the way.
Yeah, double bag
Cuts-
that shit,
cuts it
man.
down.
You don't want no babies.
It seems like all this self-operated sort of talk, it makes it a very inclusive type of environment. Maybe I should go get a sex bot and start talking about that, how I use her.
Shit. Only on the low grades. You start off talking comics and end up with dildos.
I think you started
so.
off talking about edging to
No,
begin
you
with.
brought up
Edging, yeah, we were edging
Yeah,
for a
that's
while.
true.
Yeah.
okay. All right, Rob. Let's be fair. You were the one that carried the Vagisil thing. Then you were the one that
Oh,
brought up
that
the
Rob.
dildos and the Vagisil. So I'm really gonna have to put this on you.
Fat stacks, right? That's what you're
No,
talking
no,
about.
you brother.
You're just gonna have to take some ownership in this.
Yeah.
I hope that's
Take it
not
real
one of your
hard.
children, because I'll feel terrible. if it is.
There's no evidence and nothing's being recorded. So
Okay, great.
So tell us more about this Vagisil. What exactly does it do?
the tingles.
What
Well,
doesn't it do? It's a miracle cure.
Sometimes
It
women.
does everything.
How does it taste?
You can
I don't know.
polish your
I'm
silver with
asking.
it.
I don't know what the fuck this Vagisil is. That's why I'm asking. What the hell is it?
It's antifungal that specifically kills Candida albicans.
Oh, whoa! Dude, look at you. Is that a
I'm
real word?
scientist,
What?
Asshole.
Holy shit!
The fungus on your asshole.
No,
No, it can't handle that. There's a limit to what it can do. It can strip
Is it
chrome off a
acid?
bumper, but it can't handle the fungus on your asshole, CJ.
James is dry heaving. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm just
Oh,
I'm
calm
thinking
down,
of
James.
the scene from Me, Myself, and Irene where he snaps on the lady in the store and calls out for the Vagisil over the loudspeaker.
Oh, it's not when they went through the trunk and found all the toys and rope.
I'm sorry if I'm humiliating you, JD, or anybody else that's on here.
No, JD's used to it. We hang out in person, so
Okay.
if he isn't able to, we wouldn't be able to hang out. You know.
Oh, hold on. We got a joke here.
Even though they can't
What
talk
do
to
the
the same
Dallas
people at the same
Cowboys
time.
and tampons have in common?
What?
We don't know.
I don't know.
They're
Oh,
both
please.
only good for one period.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's good.
Is he typing with his feet? Holy shit! Look at you. No,
This
Oh.
is no his hand.
it looks like your knee right there.
My God.
What the fuck do you think he's doing with his feet, man?
I don't know, man.
He's not
I don't know
the
anything.
Ape-Man.
There's a lot of people in the community that have talents we don't know about.
That is true.
There's no telling.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to so like this fungus thing is that yeast infection? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
So-
What is it?
Yeah. So well.
What
it's-
do you have again?
They're only good for one period, and there's no second string. Cowboys roasted.
So in there's the natural flora of bacteria and of yeast in
Layman's terms, please.
Whoa, that is layman's term. What are you
Yeah,
talking
I don't
about?
think you get the
Did you
fucking
go to
There's
sex ed?
there's microbes that live in your hoo-ha, and those microbes compete. And when
Okay.
one vastly outcompetes the other, and that one that's vastly outcompeting is Candida albicans, you get what is known as a yeast infection. And so then you have to take an antifungal to kill them off so that the other bacteria and flora and fauna that are natural to there could get back into an equilibrium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
leveling
it's like-
the playing
And
field.
also-
Wipe them all
Okay, so
out, then
basically-
God sort them out.
It's a sport in your vagina. There's offense and defense
Yeah.
going on there, and
There is offense and defense.
Every
It's a
time.
real sport.
And one of the teams is called the Dischargers.
And it's
damn.
physical.
So basically, that's
Physical
hoo-hoo
activity.
cream.
Lady F,
What?
you talk so purty.
Thank you.
So basically, we're talking about hoo-hoo cream.
Hoo-hoo cream. Yeah. Hoo-ha
All right.
cream.
Well, Caroline, it doesn't seem like it's anything you can't handle, but if you want to push
got
the
you
process, get the drink some of that cranberry juice, man. You know?
Okay.
UTI.
Thanks
Yeah.
for giving
Oh,
me,
my bad. My bad.
Yeah, thanks for giving me advice on yeast infections.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you hadn't heard any advice on that until now. It's
I
really
hope
quite
you can
surprising.
coach me through this.
It is Lady F's favorite thing is to have a man explain to her
Yeah. At least
Gotta
I'm
take care-
trying, though,
gotta take
Caroline.
care of,
You know?
herself.
Yeah, it's a
Are you
commendable
though?
thing.
Are you really trying?
Well, listen, lady, I promise you, I will not explain to you your cream. You do
Thank
it cream as you wish.
Yo, we got Mr. Cedius in the house. Hey, man, you know what you signed up for, bro. That's all I got to say.
You knew the job was dangerous when you took it, Fred?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I missed being able to say that and have people actually understand what I was referencing.
This is a great show, man. I think we're gonna start winding down.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You know, this was a great panel. I mean, I don't think we've had every single people here at the same time. So I like how much of a melting pot we are sometimes.
And how Bubs is right in the middle of that pot, ready to catch it all.
I'm the jizz in the stream. That's it.
He's the fucking nucleus.
Oh, that's why you got the Alice.
Just barely rubbing everything on my way through. That's
All
it.
right.
Leaving a little bit of myself behind.
Let's do the rounds real quick, man. What do you got
What are we
coming up,
melting?
Rob?
Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Only Slabs. It's a show where we have a member of the community come on, bring on some of their slab comic book collection. We learn about them through the books that they collect. This
Yeah.
week we have a collector on Instagram, Zars84
Saw that.
from
Yeah.
Australia.
Sean, he's awesome.
Sean will be on tomorrow. He's our guest.
Nice. Awesome, dude. Sounds
That's a
great.
great one.
James, I know you watched it before. Out of 5 stars, what do you give Only Slabs?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
Well, I
Nice.
take that back. I've never been on, so I'm gonna say 4 out of 5.
Well,
Oh,
sir,
shit.
Correct that. I'm gonna correct.
we
that.
will
Duly
get you-
noted.
First 2
we will
minutes.
get you scheduled.
Don't have him out. He's only gonna blow out spawn
Hey,
slab.
you say that, Rob, but do they have to be good slabs?
They just have to be graded comic books that are important to you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We
Can
had
we do that?
we had CJ on last week.
Oh, really?
The lowest
Wow.
rated episode of the catalog.
I even had Bubs on.
Hey, that was a high rated
Get lower.
episode. That was in the early days. It wasn't even only slabs back then. It
That's
was
true.
it was
The old
Slab
Slab
Hub.
Hub.
I was on Slab Hub.
Fuck.
Wow,
Back
the-
before-
We got Papa Willie in the house. I know you could drop it in the chat, but he does run his show. Man, how long have you been a Cubs fan for, dude? Forever?
Forever.
Damn, that's tight, dude. I like that. I've been an Angel fan forever, and yeah, it's great.
It says
Oh.
that tomorrow night is his comic auction Hell on Wheels.
There you go, man.
Nice.
Hell on Wheels. Show up
I'll have a
tomorrow.
video
And...
dropping tomorrow, probably.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Buzz, what do you got, man?
I'm going to be dropping the details on my reverse giveaway this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. It's an all new platform we're going to do. The new type of giveaway. I'm going to do my 1,500th subscriber reverse giveaway. So be on the lookout for that.
Reverse giveaway. How does that work?
Grinders
we
have to
get something
do
to
something.
They give him
Everybody
shit.
sends me their books.
Holy shit.
Yeah, basically is we're gonna do a Thunderdome style. I'll give you a little preview. We're gonna do a Thunderdome style.
It sounds like a comic shop with a GoFundMe, if you ask me.
Just a little bit. So basically, everybody can send me one book that they think I should have in my collection. That they think is a great book. For it can even be an upgrade to a book I already have. But the best book that they think that they want me to have in my collection. And then everybody sends me their one book, everyone that wants to participate. And I get to select one book to keep. And the one book that I keep, the person who sent me that book, they get all the other books that I didn't keep.
Oh, wow.
So it's
never
really
heard
on
anything
you
like
to
that.
send the best book you think, just the best book you got to send, because the best book you send, if that's the one I select to keep, is going to be the one that gets all the other awesome books that people send in.
Wow. Hey,
That's interesting.
I'm looking forward to
reverse
that
giveaway.
shit, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like
All
how
right.
when you said you guys can send me something that's an upgrade, you pointed to the GSX as if that's the
Yeah, it's only at 3.5.
No, you
There's room
can't
for
have. You
improvement.
can't
That's
have
all
it.
I'm saying.
Come on.
Also, Bubs, I think that James is in the market for a Daredevil 1.0 married centerfold.
Hey, if you're in for it, I got one. So send me a 2.0, and you two could win all the other books. And if someone else also sends a 1.0, well, you get the idea.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Thanks for showing up, dude.
Yep, my pleasure. Thank you.
JD, what's up, man? What do you got coming up?
Next Friday, I'll throw my little show that I do at 2 p.m. Pacific time, showing off my hauls, and that's about it.
I don't think you had one today, did you?
No, I do it every other week now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I had I had to do some car fixing things anyway, so usually something happens.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your fingers. They're not
Did you go
dirty
to
enough, dude.
Walmart?
No,
You didn't see his thumb. Hold on.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I wash my hands, but other than that, nothing else.
All right. Catch them next week on Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific. Cool. Hey, thanks for showing up, dude.
Mhm.
CJ, what's up, man? What are you up to?
A little bit of the same. Dropping.
Yeah?
I've been dropping some pre-recordeds lately. It's a few shorts. I'm gonna be dropping at some point, hopefully tomorrow, the second part of that giveaway for the Gary B book, A Need. So we're gonna be doing that, and I'll probably, maybe Sunday night do Insomnia.
Oh, okay. You're bringing it back, huh?
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, or maybe I'll do one tomorrow night. No,
The
probably
people
I'll do
have
Sunday.
spoken, right?
Yeah, I guess so, or maybe I'll do tonight. I don't know, but probably Sunday.
That's the beauty of that show is you just don't know.
And you don't know because I don't know.
Yeah.
So you know what I know.
Cool, man. Hey, man, thanks for showing up, dude. It was fun, right?
Well, thanks for having me on.
Always, dude. Why don't you take some of that Mucinex and call it a night?
I sound that
Orally
bad.
this time. Take it orally this time.
Do I sound that bad?
I mean, we can hear it. You know, I mean, I know what you're supposed to sound like. Let's just put it like that.
Oh my god! I don't got any. I'm like after I get over, I'm gonna drop dead. Man. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be done.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll avenge your death, dude.
All right. Maybe you have my last ever appearance.
Oh, dude. Maybe our numbers will justify that too. Like, hey,
Oh, macabre. Oh my god.
That'd be awesome, huh? You would get the last appearance. You freaking.
hey, man, we would cherish it in our hearts forever. I'll tell you that
Mhm.
much.
Yeah, we take down the stream, but we cherish it.
No, dude. If I die, don't take down the stream. Right?
We want to have it personal, you know. It has a plus.
Alright,
You
if
probably said a lot of shit you wouldn't want to be the last thing you said. So we'll
And especially
take it
now that you
down.
requested it, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to take it down.
If you're gonna die, can you just do it now?
Yeah, just go ahead.
We'll make sure.
No, I'm not going to give you those kind of ratings. What do you think? How much you going to pay me to keep?
You'll be dead. I mean, what's money after you're dead? You know?
Fine,
But
stay
people would do.
alive. Keep up the suspense.
Yeah.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Oh,
right, man.
please just start a GoFundMe to memorialize my logo and keep it going
Nice.
forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Can Caroline go now?
No.
All right,
Did
I'm
you let her
doing
go?
that. Yeah. What's up, Caroline? Hey, thank you so much for being so fucking transparent. This day and age,
Actually, it's a little more of a milky texture. She was talking about it earlier. You weren't listening.
translucent.
Oh,
Translucent.
that's it.
That's what I meant.
Shimmering.
But it's always great to have you. I mean, we enjoy you in the chat, and it's a good times. You did not once say anything about Lord of the Rings, and thank you for that, because you can't stop.
Who cares?
You're welcome.
I like Lord of the Rings.
You don't think the vagina clean talk was enough?
Well, no, I like Lord of the Rings too. Okay,
Well,
just for the
I
record.
put Lord of the Rings over Pokemon. We had a Pokemon conversation.
You have anything coming up, Caroline?
James
Dude,
likes it. Leave him alone.
I have as little order as you could possibly imagine when it comes to my YouTube interactions.
Yeah.
So that's a no.
You're just like, I'll see you when I see you. Type
Yeah,
of thing,
I just
right?
fucking fly by the seat of my pants right now, bro.
Yeah. Cool.
The seat of my yeast infected pants.
You are living on the
Let's
edge.
see. You better be careful.
You're living on the edging.
Hang on tight.
All right. I'll see you. Have fun.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for showing up. The panel. Thanks to the chat for rocking with us all night. Catch us next week, same channel. But until then, low grades for life.